Welcome to Winners Take Y'all. John Watkins, Nick Blackman. Check us out online, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, whatever. Also, our website got some merchandise. Hell, I'm wearing one of these shirts right now.
Skim or die.
And we got Chad Reed on, so it's only fitting because he was the skim master of
He gets angry
whoops.
if people jump.
Do not do
It does
that.
not make him happy.
Skim those whoops. So that's what this shirt says. Skim or die. Get in on that.
I thought it was skim milk or die.
It could be. John, who helps us out? Who helps this program out, dude? Fire through some of our sponsors.
All right, let's fire through them. First off, Cycle Specialty. Down in Fayetteville, Georgia. They're more than just a parts counter. This is the dealership that is into racing and has what you need in stock. They're also hiring sales, parts, and service. And I know that it's because of us, the growth that they're experiencing right now. So if you live and breathe motorcycles and want real benefits with a pay plan that rewards effort, this is a legit opportunity. Call 770-461-3541 and ask for Tom, or you can email Tom if you want to send over your resume. His email is tom@cyclespecialty.net, and just get the conversation started. I mean, you might like them and they might like you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or if you want to buy parts, boots, tires from a motorcycle shop that actually has that
Helmets,
stuff
and they have
Flip it up.
everything.
Next one.
in stock.
Go.
All right, we're going.
Fire away.
We're going to just keep going. So, cycle gear, cycle specialty gear. That is. Why do I do that?
I don't know, man.
Man, it's really embarrassing.
Written right down for you,
yeah,
man.
it
It's
says
that easy.
cycle specialty gear. So they have the gear you need and the people you trust. Cycle specialty. SEVMX. They're some of our favorite people, right? So it's how racing is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to feel like a job interview. SEVMX is your series. Vintage bikes, modern bikes. It's a low pressure atmosphere. They have good people, solid tracks, solid safe tracks. And they really do focus on the dirt. Like, they like good dirt. It doesn't matter if you're fast or rusty or young or old. You're just trying not to die. There's some days I get on the bike. I mean,
Season opener.
I try not
end
to.
of this month.
Yeah, DNA over there in South Carolina. There's a class for you at SEVMX. It doesn't matter if you're worried about going fast or worried about surviving. They have a class. So check out the 2026 schedule at SEVMX.com. Line it up. See if you got what it takes. You can take a shot at Sugar Balls Blackman. If you get on the
luck.
gate, he rides about 13 motorcycles. So
Bring it.
if you sign up for a class, I can guarantee you Nick is in that class with
Bring
you.
it.
There's really no promises. They just have good racing. If you get on winnerstakeyall.com, you can also find the link for SEVMX. You can find the link for Cycle Specialty. You can also take a look on there at some of our gear and buy something. Man, thank you for the ones who have bought something. Your orders are being shipped.
Yep.
Kevin told me today one of my little orders is coming out.
Fixed you up, got you all set up. What's
Yeah.
we got Buck Wild Market. I think that was up top, right? We didn't
So,
cover those dudes.
Yeah, Buckwild Marketing is right here. So,
Just read it as it is. Just fire through it. You got this.
okay, Kevin, you're making me nervous. I feel like, when Napoleon presented that
Oh, it's a high
thing about
pressure
Nessie.
situation.
I
Yeah, it
just
is.
want to get done with it.
All right, so let's be honest. If your website loads slow, if it looks weird on a phone, or it hasn't been touched since Facebook was cool, that website is costing you money. You just can't measure it, right? So Buckwild Digital Marketing builds clean, modern websites that actually work. Custom design, smooth user experience, and the e-commerce setup, which we have at Winners Take Y'all, it's built to convert, not just sit there looking pretty, right? So it will turn dollars for you. That e-commerce, we're feeling it right now. Thankfully, people are buying our merch and we can feel it. Buck has been helping businesses big and small get their digital act together since 2013. Quit guessing. Quit duct taping your online presence. That is solid, Kevin. Quit duct taping your online presence. Go to buckwilddigitalmarketing.com and do it right.
Yeah, and they're going to sponsor a segment on the show. He's got two businesses, so he does premium signs and banners, and that is who provides all that stuff for Logan Karnow, who we are going to have on the show. So that segment will be brought to you by Premium Signs and Banners. So if you got a business, you need a easy up, you need any kind of marketing stuff, he's your guy.
Well, and just look at Logan's setup.
No, it's premium.
It is quality, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's like how you wish. I wish I could just have my motorcycle sit there and look beautiful. His does.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we can't all be.
When you
Shane
see
Allen.
it, you are absolutely like,
Dialed.
that is definitely a premium sign. And that's a pretty premium banner there, too. That's like,
Yeah, it's sweet. Every bit of it's premium.
that's
signs
all
and
that comes
banners.
to your brain at that point.
Done.
So also too out of Colorado, Bromata, the Bromata Life boys and the Cooter Co boys. That is Cliff and Noah. out of Aspen, Colorado. We talk about people who have their act together and people who are focused on what's important in life. Nick is very adamant about saying yes because we don't know how many more days we have. That's how Cliff is. Cliff is the same way. Like, hey man, say yes. You need to go riding today. So if you like supporting people who are vibe type,
and who support our show, so it kind of helps us.
Bromada and Cooter Co. both support our show. Go to their website and buy some of their gear, man. They're a vibe type company that is all about hanging with your boys and laughing, and they're really good company. So just surf their website, pick out something, order it, type in the little instructions at the bottom. Thank you for supporting Winners Take Y'all. Because he has called me. People have bought stuff, and Cliff's like, hey man, somebody wrote this on their order.
That's cool.
That's nice. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Triple Crown, dude. I wanted to get y'all's take on that. Like, I talked to my kids, like they're kind of my sounding board. They're like, Dad, we loved it. Like, they don't know a bunch about Supercross. They did not choose this hair. No.
Okay.
This hair chose me. So I'm pulling my best Andy Turner tonight, and I think it's pretty spot on. Hey, boy.
Nailed it.
That's one of our good friends. We're giving a hard time on the show.
Yep, he does not say Kardowski.
But you do look like you could be Andy's brother right there with blonde hair.
So I was talking to Casey today, and I was like, well, what do you think? He goes, man, I loved it.
The Triple Crown.
Yeah, the Triple Crowns. And I'm like, as a fan, a spectator, I think it's awesome. But I know the riders are like, oh, so I get 3 opportunities to get smashed in a first turn.
Yes.
From a qualifying standpoint, I want to talk to Logan because I watch qualifying all day like everybody else did. It's pure lap times. Who can lay down a heater? That's it. There's no racing involved to qualifying for a.
They do have an LCQ.
Crown. Yeah, they do that. But other
we
than
don't even
that,
get to see it on the broadcast though.
No,
all that
I think
happens.
it all happens during the day.
Yeah.
I watched it though.
You
was cool because you're watching, and then you get to see a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey, he was like, dude, as from a fan's perspective, he goes, if we just did LCQs during the day and then did all your other stuff at night, he goes, you have a full race day experience that is captivating because like watching practice all day, I get it, it's kind of whatever, but throw a couple of races in there, an LCQ or maybe an SMX qualifier as well, dude, it changes the whole day. Like you're looking forward to it.
This is going to sound awful, but I fall asleep during Supercross a lot. And I don't know if it's just comforting for me. It's something I love.
During the race itself?
Yes, and I hate this.
What's wrong with you?
I'm getting older, man. I'm falling apart. But on the Triple Crown, I wasn't sleepy at all.
No, you don't know the Triple.
It was awesome.
On our little text chain during that race, I sent a message to everybody and said they need to just go ahead and change
all of them
to Triple Crowns.
Or 8 of them, 10 of them. Like, dude, they're so good.
It's better.
Like Cooper Webb didn't win a race, and he won the race. Same thing Chase Sexton did last year. Didn't win a race, won the overall.
But you know what? You don't have 2 guys pulling away and beating everybody by 40 seconds.
You do not.
That's how David Keith got into that 2x4 championship.
He just run all. He
straight up.
It's a battle of attrition.
Consistency, son. But
David Keith.
He's
dynamite.
It's
so dumb.
Way more enjoyable to watch for the common fan.
It is
probably hard to explain when you get into scoring and averages, but like give it a minute. I don't think we're that dumb.
Care.
Like
no, but anybody can figure this out.
But everybody from the Supercross side, that's what they preach is like. To Wygant, he'll tell you that. He goes, make it simple,
They're
keep it
so
dumb.
worried about these new
The
viewers,
drive-by fan, if he just stumbles upon it, is he going to stay? And you got to explain it like, he's on the green Kawasaki. He has to do that.
They're pacing back and forth. I just can't figure this out. Why are these motorcycles in the building?
They're different colors. Some Yamahas are black. What the hell is going on over there? It's okay.
It's irritating for the mega fan, though.
Not a fan of these multiple split screens for 30 minutes during the race.
Ooh, you can't see anything.
No.
Man. Yeah,
and maybe that's me being old as hell, but I'm like, I want to see the top box.
Hey.
Or where's Chase at? Where's the boys? Like they got spotters. They're telling them all the stories.
You could full screen it and then
BJ Smith and I think Clint Fowler are there, and they literally put headsets on to the producer saying, "Hey, here's what you need to follow. This is your storyline." They talk about it before during the week. They have all these production meetings, so they know what to watch. Sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't.
So the Triple Crowns they're shorter than a typical main event because there's 3 of them. In this format, you cannot run Nick's proposal where the lappers get to really screw up.
Hey, did you hear that message my buddy sent? I sent that to you guys.
Screw up leaders. Yeah, that was great.
They were into it.
Jay Metzger.
Yes.
He was into this. He
loves
really
the idea.
Likes it to where if you're getting lapped, you can make extra money by screwing up the leader as he tries to come by you.
Yes.
Blue flags waving are like an indicator. Hey, man, paycheck coming, paycheck.
You're an obstacle now. You're a set of whoops on the track. You're a double. You're a rhythm section. You're just throwing everybody off.
Yeah.
Dude,
Who would be good at that? Like, think of riders that are just. I mean, Vince Freeze would be incredible.
Freeze would be the all-time. He'd be the McGrath of Nick's new rule.
No, but you could take a couple guys from back in the day and put them right back out there. You could put like Emig out there.
Oh, just
like,
make them slow.
Like
with a
dudes
wide
that
bike.
were really
He's
hard
going to
to
get lapped
pass.
early, so it's game
So he
on.
can
That's
fight
what I'm
him
saying.
quicker.
4 laps into this thing, Jeff Emig is now a problem.
But the guys that were really like who else was really like Emig was hard to
The
pass.
wide bike.
Yeah, he was
man.
known to be tough
The
to pass.
smiley faced assassin was Andrew Short. I don't know that he was always getting past, but people were like, "Man, he's scary to pass."
Yeah.
That's the guy. That's who
Hey,
we need in these positions.
Barsha, somebody like him's running outside the top 10. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to go
I'm
ahead
about
and slow
to
down.
cross jump these juggers, son. I'm about to make some money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
About to get my spot.
I hated the rule or the idea when Kevin presented it. I'm amazed at the number of people that have called me and been like,
Well, Nick
Dude.
actually came up with it. Like, once you get lapped, you're fair game to just disrupt. Just
"Yeah, it's time to create."
We are not being serious, but it's fun to think about. Like, what
I am being serious.
It's a WWE
Nick is the only one serious.
vibe to
I'm
it.
dead serious because
What
if,
little bit of credibility we might have had.
if
Yes,
it's
we're
good
trying
for
to ruin
Deegan, it's good for the 19th place guy.
Well,
Right?
it all started because
It all started because Deegan took Cody Shock out for no reason and broke his collarbone. He's lapping him right before the finish line. No reason.
knock him down, dude.
Took
Shouldn't have
him-
been there.
Right?
out.
Am I right about that?
That was Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Last year.
Birmingham.
Just
yeah.
takes him out, breaks his collarbone. He took Max Anstey out this year. No, like he had
Jordan Smith last year and him smash each other for about 3
literally,
turns.
literally the whole track.
Cole Davies
And he
smashed
takes
him.
Anstey, and then who did he pass?
Yeah,
Not this
because once
week,
he gets
but
around
last
him, he
week
puts 5 seconds on
Immediately.
him.
for the lead. Who did he pass? Was it who did he pass last week?
We
for the
can't
lead?
remember.
Levi
if it was
Kitchens, who he
McAdoo
passed
or
clean. He
Kitchen.
just flew right past him.
Last week or not this
This past weekend.
No, the weekend before it wasn't a triple crown.
Wasn't it
A
Anstey?
cripple trown.
Mosman.
Mosman.
Yeah, he was
There you
respectful there.
Mosman. No,
Yeah.
he was not.
Yeah, he didn't hit him.
No, but he slung
He
his
tried.
wheel. He slung the rear wheel. How
His
many
ass
feet,
end
Nick?
came out 2 feet
2
trying to
feet.
get to Mosman. Mosman
There
just
is
saw
a
him
pattern.
coming.
There is a pattern. No matter how you shake it.
Me, you, Nick, Jake, we can go around a turn 1,000 times and we will never throw our rear wheel.
I know, but everybody at home's
He
going,
threw it
you're
at
never
Mosman.
going that fast and having to make the
He
decisions.
threw
they're
it at
making.
Mosman just like he threw it at Anstey. Mosman knew he
Didn't
was
cut
coming.
down.
Yeah,
Mosman didn't cut
didn't
down.
turn
Well,
down.
he knew he was coming.
Yeah.
He knew. So I don't believe Anstey cut down. That was just
Well, so I didn't think we'd
Some
get the
booze.
traction off of Nick's suggestion, but I got voicemails too. I got texts. People are like, "That's a great idea."
Well, yeah,
man."
help us expound on this. So
if you're going to turn it into roller derby, let's make it
the way
roller
we
derby.
have it, like you.
And I'm not saying for the 450
on-
class.
Once you get lapped, you are now. You can have some fun.
You can just be whatever.
Yes, and-
and all the money you're losing because you're getting lapped, you can make it back. There's incentives. It's incentivized.
What is the incentive? Like, are we paying these guys?
Yeah,
you
no,
put,
they're
you
getting
can't
it.
put somebody on the ground.
What's the difference between 15th and 13th place?
$12? Not much. It's not
Okay.
enough to go.
Well, let's say it's 100.
Hey, say it's 100.
Okay.
Okay, it's $100.
But you'd have to put this guy on the ground where you finish and unlap yourself.
Hey, that's his problem.
That's exactly.
You're,
right.
no, now you're in.
Now
you're in.
you see the logic.
Now you're
Kevin.
inciting like people to get hurt. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, what are we inciting when we take out Anstey's
We've
front
already,
wheel?
yeah, we've already. I didn't make the rules. Deegan and the AMA have made the rules.
He's right, Kevin. He didn't make it.
I didn't make these rules.
that.
I'm just don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean that's
His thing is if Deegan can crash people for no reason, these
Then
other
everybody
boys,
should.
They should all be able to.
Stupid. So check these points out. 4 points separate Eli Tomac and Hunter Lawrence. Like Hunter Lawrence is quietly, not even quietly, he is in the mix. And Ken Roxon with all his ups and downs, third place with 76. 2 points behind him, Chase Sexton, who this next track upcoming has about 1,000 straight linear feet of sand.
Yes.
Oh my
and that's
goodness.
what we need. We need
No.
more,
But I'm
longer
saying
sand.
sand does not treat Chase Sexton well. So
It does not.
keep that damn thing up on 2
All right,
wheels.
so Kevin, if only first and second place in the standings right now, Eli Tomac at 88, Hunter at 84, who brings it home?
Who do I think wins?
Take everybody else out. It's Eli versus Hunter. They're 4 points apart. Who wins the series?
Eli.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way. I'm like, he's got the experience. He's been in this position.
Hunter's never won a Supercross race
Yes.
ever. So
But
there's
dang,
that. A
Hunter's sitting
450.
in a good spot to have never won a race.
Right, he is, and Cooper's quietly back in this thing in 5th.
Isn't it funny how every
16,
year we
17
always
points back.
we sort of discount Cooper?
Sure, I mean, I do not do that anymore.
We don't mean to though. He sort of he doesn't get
He
talked
gets overlooked
about.
by all the new guys, and he'll just be like, all right.
I love
fair
dudes
enough.
like that. They just
One place.
yes, they just
Even with the
deliver.
number 1 plate, and on the Supercross preview shows, there's like tier 1 is like these guys, and then Coop's like just quietly sitting back there.
Coop's
I've
probably
already
just
won. I'm one of
laughing.
3 guys that have won.
Oh, and I
Already.
got another beef with the whole
Hell yeah, you do.
thing.
Heavy meat.
I got so tired of hearing them with the misnomer the other night saying, "Oh, he finger gunned him over the finish line." It's
Who
obviously not finger gunning.
Did that get decided in a meeting that hey, we shouldn't say finger
Listen,
blast?
maybe they were just afraid we were going to sue them, but it's finger banging.
So rather than research our pending permit, our pending
Copyright.
trademark.
I just kept waiting on to get a text to say, "Hey, this is Sean Brennan with Feld. Is it okay if we
use finger bang?
You guys finger bang
Of course.
term instead of
and we would have
finger
granted
gunning?"
and we could sign, something.
We're easy to get along with. I mean, they can finger bang all they want. I don't have a
finger
problem with
blast. Which one was it? Finger bang?
Finger bang.
You said finger, not finger blast.
Yeah, finger bang. You got finger bang pretty good.
that. Yeah.
That was so good, man.
Finger blast. Is
People
a little,
still talking-
Finger blast is a little cocky, I think.
I think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. We don't want to get arrogant.
So Hayden Deegan is almost a full race ahead of everybody else. I think put his name on the trophy, and barring some massive mechanic, he could DNF a race and that dude would still win this series. He could
Yeah.
literally not finish a race.
I mean,
So
it's such a
he's-
short series. That's quite the statement.
If that's
He
the
could.
case, what's the big deal if the lapper takes him out?
Then you got Max Ansey, Michael Mosman. I mean, that's just a
Hey, Moseman's
Star-
driving really good.
fantastic.
I mean, it's cool to see him back. He had a broke neck or something, and he was
Yeah.
contemplating not
quitting
racing.
and all that.
Yeah. So I like to see it when the dude can muster it back up. If your neck was broken, how apt are you to care about going fast on a
Never. I just
motorcycle?
want to be able to do this and turn
Yeah,
my
I'd like
head.
to be able to look and see if a car's coming before I pull out in front of them, right? So
Yeah, racing is so far
that's
down.
what's
the-
amazing about these professionals is they get hurt and they can somehow beat it mentally
That's nuts.
to just go right back to the pinpoint.
slide
You
that
think
up
when,
here.
when they crash and they hurt their neck and they're laying there and they're thinking like you and they're like, "God, I may not be able to look both ways before I cross the street ever again."
Yeah, when they're laying there.
No, when they're about to go for a pass, they're like, "Man, I better not do this. I need to look both ways when I cross the street."
I remember Mikey Henderson when he broke his femur at Ichikani. He's laying on the side of the track, and he goes, "Give me a fucking cigarette." And his
Oh, yeah.
femur's broke. He goes, selling everything. He did not, but that's
No,
the
he didn't
first
even
thing you
sell
think
that
of.
motorcycle. He still has
Hell
it.
He's
yeah.
laying there with a broke femur smoking. So I was standing there. We were there.
Give me a cigarette,
Need a
Clayton.
cigarette.
I'll load your bike up, Dad.
I needed one too. Just looking at it.
Yes, I can't handle that.
So what are some? I want to. This was an idea I sent to Verb, like top 5 moto dad trends that need to go away that are so over the top. Like I just was going to discuss it with you guys, like buying like a 700-foot RV for a PW rider. I've seen dudes roll
50
in with
parents are the worst.
dude. They go
They
all
buy the
in.
longest trailer. I'm just
For-
thinking,
for a
dude,
50.
when I'm pulling the camper and we're going to Mid Ohio, we're going to Day in the Dirt. Like it's not easy to stop anywhere. I have to go through truck stops, and our setup is not huge. A 50 rider will have my setup plus another 30-foot trailer back there for the tiny mini bikes. Dude,
nuts.
I'd be traveling light. I hate that trend.
What about social media? I've seen 4-year-olds with this most impressive. Today was a great day out of Glen Helen. It was
Yeah.
very windy. I'm like, bro, you're 4.
How cool would it be if it
Stop
was
it.
written by the 4-year-old? Like,
Yeah, I want to hear. Oh, that was fun. Like
Yeah.
that's all. That's what your social media should.
There was
be
a
like.
guy that,
wouldn't it be better?
Yes,
if the
it's
kid
more
was
genuine.
really being the
you can
kid?
maybe prompt him and stuff, but
and I don't know if this is an idea for somebody that they don't have to call us to ask permission for, but there's a guy that snowboards with his daughter, and his daughter was like 4. She's probably 5 this last year, whatever, when I saw it, 4 or 5 years old. And she's mic'd up all the time.
yeah,
Like
they do that already in
Well,
motorcycling.
that was Deegan, dude.
There's a
and
mountain
she-
bike guy. There's a moto guy. There's several moto kids that.
She is hilarious. Like she's right.
Yeah.
She's
But I'm talking about trends that
Lord.
need to go away, like
So-
shit that's like dumb.
So let's quickly on
the giant Prevost and a trailer behind it for
Yeah, with a 40
50
foot.
rider. Yeah.
Yeah,
also too they building these insane fire breathing race motors for this kid who can't even make a stock
because
bike
they
go
talk
wide
to
open.
other dads that go, man, if I had that same motor down Adam C. Ancerilla has, I'd have won every damn
I
thing.
tell people,
no, you wouldn't. No,
so
you would not.
There's a guy that is helping out our local pro here, Grant Hoffman, and his kid loves racing. And the dad's like, I wish you didn't race. The kid's like, I want to race. I want to race. And he called me and he said, what should I do? I said, spend your money on educating the kid on how to ride properly. Spend your money on suspension rebuilds. Like keep him fresh suspension.
tires.
Leave the motor
Leave it alone. You cannot ride. There's one guy on the planet, Eli Tomac, needs more power.
He's the only one.
only dude that asks for more power. Everything else, stop it. Stop it.
I just
I
remember
might go
the
to
money.
Jamie and get him to tune it properly for me based on if I'm at altitude or whatever.
you ride or where
it,
you're
dude.
riding.
That is
Yeah.
it. You,
If I was going to do anything, I'd go to Jamie and get him, especially on a
Make it
450,
slower.
Can you
Please.
slow this thing down?
Make it a 125.
Can you
please.
turn my 450? Yeah, can you turn my 450 into
Got
an XR?
anything in the 18 horsepower range?
Can you make this thing an XR 250 power?
I've had dads talk to, like, he ought not be in that class. I've had him at a race at our track. He goes, and I said, well, what class is he riding? 65, 7 to 11? I said, is he on a 65? Yes, sir. 7 to 11? Yes, sir. What do you want me to do with this guy?
Racing?
Protesting dumb shit.
I can remember Ezra riding a 60 in the 80 class, and I believe a couple of times Shay would ride his Super Mini in 125.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he would be in my moto and wax
Schoolboy.
me, and
Ride
stuff.
schoolboy.
And so, what are they supposed to do? See, 7 to 11, you can't really throw them in there with big bikes. If they win, it's unfortunate for the kid too. He'd probably like to race somebody if that's
Yeah, it's
what we're
boring as
complaining
hell.
about.
Yes, yeah.
And then, like you've got right here, a gear obsession. Tell me more. What are you talking about? Like a moto dad problem. What is gear obsession?
I mean, just like they have 500 sets of gear and all this other shit, and the kid got 13th. Like, okay, whatever. I mean, I guess if you got money, that's your deal. I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn.
Trend, I don't know if she go away or not. It's just funny to me is when they've got a kid on a 50 and they've got on their full like mechanic team shirts.
Yeah, the T handles and all the shit.
Yeah, the button up
on a
team
Saturday
shirts.
their own company name on
a
the
Saturday
front.
night race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not.
The whole.
You're
team.
riding 85 beginner. You got 19 T handles.
Yeah, how about a pair of khaki shorts and a hoodie? Let's
Settle
go.
down over there.
It wasn't until Fast House sort of helped us for a second that I had multiple gear options.
Yeah.
Like one year, those morons in the Georgia series gave me some purple and yellow MSR gear, and dude, I wore it the whole next year. And I'd put it on and be like,
God,
"Man,
I remember that.
This is hideous. It's the ugliest gear you've ever seen."
Hey, what about dads? What about moto dads taking care of the single moto mom that rolls in? Like, she's there, she's trying to take her kid racing, and dude, all the dads go, "Oh, you need some help? Anything I can do for you?"
Hey, that's the only thing they will leave their 50 kid for.
Is it,
Hey.
Single moto mom. Like
One time we were.
I know you've all seen that. The
I
hot
saw it.
mom that rolls in with a kid, doesn't know anything. Can you just, I don't know what
There'll
I'm
be
doing.
6 dudes over there.
I'll
We
get you
can't get
sign
her
up.
to
What do
crank.
we-
Yeah.
I'll wash your bike in between my
Hey, there was a lady next to us at Thunder Valley whenever I went to Loretta's last, and she comes in this big Dodge truck pulling a long trailer, and she backs it in beside me, and the thing was really unlevel. And I said, she's going to leave it like that. And I said, do you need leveling blocks or anything? You know, and man, this lady was insanely good looking. And
course.
she goes, nope, I don't need anything. And I was like, okay. And I'm thinking like she'll level it up in a little while.
I don't need your damn help.
That dang thing was sitting.
I ain't sitting in it all day, idiot.
It was so crooked, and they stayed in it. They slept in it.
Oh,
and
that is crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't level. And then it was a mud race, area qualifier or something, and the bike broke, and it was slightly uphill to our camper. Once the kid got it to the edge of the track, she's coming through the pits pushing it, and it's uphill. And I'm like, "Hey, you want me to help you?" Nope. And I'm like, this lady, she pressure washed that bike for 2 hours, dude. Like you talk about Chad Reed at that regional, just hour and 45 minutes washing a bike. That lady's out there with T handles taking shrouds off,
That's what I'm
side
talking
panels. Dude, she washed, and I mean, people were just gawking over how good looking she was. She didn't want anybody's
She's
help.
all business. Don't
Yes,
she
dude.
knows the deal. She knows
She was there
all
by
you
herself
idiots.
with her kid.
Right.
I mean, that was pretty impressive.
There you go. She was not
My
unpenetrable.
mama didn't take me to anything like that.
Heck no.
She did the best she could, but it wasn't that good. You know what I mean? So, anything else right here? What
So
do
you
you-
approached it wrong.
no.
I would have went from, you need any help with that? And I'd be like, hey.
How about you? You look a little tense.
And I'd be like, do you need to, can you help me change a tire real quick? Like, I'd
Yeah,
start,
you'd be asking her
What
for
about-
help.
Nick, hey man, can you lube my chain?
hey, I'll make a sandwich for me and your kid if you go over there and change
Me
my
and your
filter.
kid. Can you stay here tonight? You're not going to sleep in that unlevel RV. You paid for an RV hookup. I'm just trying to, get what you want. So you've got folding chair coaching. And I think that means the dad that can't ride screaming at the kid to jump the big double or whatever. I was so fortunate. Nobody really pushed on me to have to jump stuff. And I didn't like jumping stuff. But I could.
I'll never forget, and Kevin, you may remember this and know who it was, whatever, but I don't remember who it was, but I remember being at Calhoun when they had that huge
Big
ass,
double right in front of the stands or triple or whatever.
big triple, whatever it was. I remember a dad screaming at his kid like 3 laps in a row to jump that jump, like screaming at him. I wouldn't jump that shit. There's no way,
Dude,
no
it
how.
pitched you to the moon.
And finally, this kid comes around on an 80, Holds it wide open, cases it, broke both his wrists.
I told a dad
And he was just
at Mammoth.
screaming, like pushing that kid.
I told B Ray's dad, Brandon Ray's dad.
Yeah.
I was doing the podiums, and B Ray was across from me, like 50 feet from me, 20 feet where Cunha and Maricourt and all those dudes are. He was just railing on his kid. He was on a last year on little bikes, Super Mini or something. I was like, dude, I walked over. I said, dude, are you going to do this all day? I said, man, I've watched you do this all day long. You got to stop. I said, Brandon, are you having fun? He goes, nope. I said, you're going to be the reason that kid quits.
Yeah.
I told his dad, I said, it may not change anything, but dude, he is going to quit as soon as he feels comfortable enough to tell you he is done with it.
You know,
was
I think
so sick of hearing
there's some kids who probably thrive on that, but it's very small.
Very small.
The overall thing you should
Yeah, it was
do is
not.
make
It wasn't.
fun.
It wasn't healthy, man. It was not cool. Like that's your kid, man. At the end of the day, you love him.
When
Yeah.
you talk to
treat
an
him like
athlete
shit.
later on, and they've has been through that, and they'll be like, "Oh, they were." My wife was a great basketball player, like great basketball player. And if you asked her about high school basketball right now,
Miserable, hated it.
she'd say she hates it because it is purely because of her dad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Because
driving it too hard or whatever.
Like she would lead in rebounds, lead in scoring, and then he would come in afterwards with a notebook and say, "Well, you made a mistake." Like he would have a box score of everything she did.
Cool, Dad.
Like,
And there's
Thanks.
probably some
Thanks
kids
for
who are
noticing.
driven by like, oh, that's awesome. I'll work on that. But other kids just see it as
Yeah, there's a way to do it though.
Condemnation.
There's a way. They say wait 24 hours, that kind of stuff. Like just go home, do your deal. The next day, maybe you
Yeah.
want to circle back after the emotions have kind of died down.
you know that
you do have a lot of money in it, but if you're doing it for that reason,
You're doing it for the wrong.
Yeah, I'll never forget when my kid fenced, and so there was no fencing anywhere in the southeast. We always had to travel. We had to yada yada, and he didn't fence to his potential. He enjoyed fencing because he enjoyed all his friends and being there and having a good time. He didn't really care win or lose or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he had a bad day, like in Louisville. We'd driven 7.5 hours to Louisville in the snow. And I just remember being so pissed off. And I was like, God. And I just took a walk and I was like, you know what? I'm spending time with my family. We came here to have fun.
yeah.
I'm never going to get mad at my kid again.
Let's make
for
it
this.
fun instead.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to make my kid not like me, or I'm going to
Sure.
dislike him, or fight with my wife, I damn sure ain't going to pay all this money to do it. So I
And
might
it's
as well have fun.
amazing the parents that did treat their kids so hard and it worked. Because there are some kids.
Yeah, there are some.
They were going to do it no matter what. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. You
I
know?
told like after Riley and Casey played baseball, Casey got a scholarship, and then he goes, I think I'm done. I don't want to. This scholarship I'm going to still owe $26,000 a year for this private school. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is your call. Don't do it if you don't want to do it. And then at the end, I was like, hey, did we?
But that's
we
a
have
heavy
fun?
conversation
Yeah.
at the moment. It's like,
And I wanted him to do it, and I was
Right.
like, did you have fun? Is there anything you regret? He goes, no, I loved it. So I said, then
Mission
awesome,
accomplished.
awesome, perfect, perfect.
Luke had a chance to
Wasn't about the
fence
money or anything.
in New York as well, and at school on a scholarship. And when he told me that he wasn't going to do it, for the first 2 hours, it felt like a kick in the stomach.
We're
and
done.
then I thought that was really pretty mature of him.
Yeah.
He's like, hey,
He could have let you waste a bunch of money.
yeah,
get
he
him
said,
up there.
he's like, I'm done. He goes, I want to go to school. I don't want to be traveling. I don't want that to be my job.
Dude, I can live with that. I mean, a kid that'll know where they're at and call it.
Yeah.
That's pretty respectable. You know, Rhett didn't say anything at leaving Orlando in 22, but I knew when I rolled the bike in the camper, like he's done, and he was. He didn't say I quit. He didn't say I'm nothing. It just felt different. And then we got home. He didn't touch the bike for 6 months.
Yeah.
And so
Wes Kane's son did the same thing. He had like several top 5 finishes in the B class. Got a deal from KTM to do his first pro national. He got 6 bikes, 4 bikes, whatever the number of bikes was. They built them all out in about a month out. He goes, I'm done. I'm
and
just
that's
done.
part of the thing. Like you got to drive so hard to get to where it matters, but they're pretty sick of it by the time they get to the part where it matters.
You just have to love it more than most people
It's-
ever love
than the
anything.
pain.
It's funny you say that because when we were doing Casey's walkthrough at the college, the coach was like, here's what your typical day looks like. He drove us around. This is what we do. Start at this time, finish at that time. He goes, we are going to figure out who loves baseball. Because, dude, they run that between
'cause
all
it's
the
so difficult, so
the
intense.
workouts, the tutoring, then you go back to the field, then you go back and work out, then you go back to stuff. Like he goes, you better freaking love it to do all this.
I couldn't imagine, especially in the heat, right? It's going to be
Long
hotter
days.
than hell
Yep.
or colder than hell.
My wife had a student one time that wound up, and I'm not going to say his name because of what he said, and she was like, don't ever say that again. But he was big name college athlete, went pro, made a living, retired from that like millions of dollars. But when he was in college, he came back to school one time and told her, she was like, how's it going? And he said, it's like being at Auschwitz.
Oh.
And she was like,
It's freaking torture camp.
okay, first off, don't ever say that
That's a
again
strong
because
reference.
that's a strong. The media gets a hold of that. That's going to be
It's
terrible.
pretty gnarly, and he's already famous. So.
But he hated it. He was like, somebody watches me eat. Somebody watches, like, follows me to class. Not a friend, not anybody. Like, there was somebody hired to make sure he eats what he was supposed to eat, do what he was supposed to do.
I need that guy.
Yeah.
Can
To
we get
charge
the
you
guy over
eating?
here and be like, hey, man, why do you eat
practice.
this big thing of cereal every night? Hey, man, you need to drink another 100 ounces of water before the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
But they had him like,
Chad Reed a call here.
you know, he's on a $6,000, $6,500 calorie diet to maintain muscle and all
Yeah.
this stuff, you know,
So it's hard for him to
200
eat
grams
enough.
of protein. Yeah.
Well, the same way we have trouble drinking enough water.
They'd have those kids eating steak for breakfast.
Yeah. I do that sometimes
5
with
boiled
eggs, you know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Chad Reed, welcome to the program. We're going in hot right here. We're doing it.
All right.
Well, welcome. You're out in Glendale, Arizona. Just trying to catch everybody up to what's happening for you. And your bike just sold, but it didn't sell. I wanted to kind of get into that. Did you see some of the back and forth on your bike at Mecum?
I did not. I had it sent to me and kind of made aware that there was a bike of, well, I can't confirm that it's mine or if it's from us. It is not a real one, meaning that
Okay.
I have the real one. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. So I don't know. And then we, that generation of Tutu Motorsports, we were leasing factory parts from Kawasaki. So the factory parts could not be sold or whatever they were leased and then handed back at the end of the season. So there's only one Tutu bike that is in existence that I know of. Then it's mine. So I don't know what that bike was, if I'm honest with you.
Wow.
But Kevin, you said it sold and then it didn't
Well,
sell.
it didn't
What's
meet
the
the.
story?
There was a $50,000 reserve that it did not meet. It got up to 37,000. So
Oh, okay. So they didn't meet the reserve.
no, so it hasn't sold. So maybe there's a chance for somebody to do right by this thing and pull it off the market. I
That's
guess
a lot.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's a strange. I mean, the world we live in is a little weird these days, and who knows? I actually just had a conversation with one of my old mechanics on that bike, and he kind of reconfirmed on what I thought. So
Yeah, and so you can just look at that thing, Chad, and spot it, right? Like you can tell.
correct. Yeah, like the suspension isn't fully what we used. The wheels are not what we used. The clutch cover and some engine parts I can see from the outside are not what we used, and I can assure you that the inside is not what we used because we didn't sell any of those particular parts.
Hey, I bet the guy that sat on a 50 grand reserve and didn't sell that thing for 37 grand,
He's
he's
lucky.
kicking himself now.
Well, he's lucky too,
Yeah,
though, because
probably.
if that comes out that it's not the bike, then
Yeah, it's not good for
some
making-
issues. For
Yeah,
some
they
folks.
show up with it somewhere and like, hey, Chuck, we get you to sign this bike? You're like,
Yeah, this Kawasaki that's not mine.
yeah,
Sure.
I'll sign it, but it wasn't mine.
It happens more times than not, unfortunately.
That is crazy. I did not expect that answer. I honestly thought it was some iteration of one of your bikes, maybe a practice bike or something. I did not expect you to go, jump.
Yeah, and again, I can't confirm 100% that it's not from us. Maybe it was a bike that was a replica and it just got sold, but for sure it's not a raced, real bike.
And
It's not.
it was
it's not
advertised
possible.
as such too. It comes out, the guy's saying, yes, this bike.
Yeah,
is.
Ralph Shaheen had called me actually while I was in Houston, and I said I would call it maybe a replica. I would not call it a race bike. And he says, well, it's going as a race bike. And I said, well, I don't. It's not mine. I'm not involved in it.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, what if John, like you had bought that bike and we called Chad tonight all pumped
Oh,
on?
We're so excited. Man, check this thing out. It's so rad.
Yeah, he'd be bummed out.
Chad's like, hey, sorry, but
That bike's
be
worth
very
$7,000, bro.
Yeah, it'd be a very expensive mistake.
John's out there in the driveway beating that bike with it.
Mother.
That's funny because I didn't know it didn't sell. I just saw like obviously I saw people say that it went for 37, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like a lot for
Hey, Chad's like, maybe I need to sell some shit.
I was about to say maybe I need to start selling some of my bikes I have. they're actual real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing about if Chad Reed has it listed for sale, you
That's
can sort of count on it, right?
Yeah, we've seen Wardy stuff roll through there a couple of years back. His SR 250 or 125 or something. Those are the real deals. Those are actually handmade factory motorcycles. I don't even remember what they went for. Do you remember, John?
No, I don't remember, but I don't remember it being as high as this one. I don't remember 37,000.
I don't either.
37 seems pretty high for no one really confirming that it was real or not real, or even just that bike. Like, I mean, it was a cool bike, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't know. It just seems that there's other bikes that maybe, I don't know, it just seems high.
What year was
Okay,
that?
so
14,
now
14.
listen.
But
I go to auctions all the
But hey,
time.
my worth's still good. That's good. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah,
My worth being
yeah.
pretty high.
Yeah, dude. I don't think you got anything to worry about there.
So what if I know how the damn car business and bike and sales business? Thanks, Kevin. Just turn me down.
Kevin, to cut that.
Kevin, you don't
microphone.
like what I'm about to say?
Sorry, dude.
But what if it was just like they set a $50,000 reserve on it, knowing it wasn't real, just for the publicity and to
For
see what happened?
future- They're
Yeah.
sort of laying some groundwork down the
Yeah.
road.
Well,
And
Chad,
then-
I'll tell you this.
and they were like-
I posted it and it had 350,000 views and like 1 million comments like, that thing's not real. That is real. No, it isn't. It is.
Oh,
They
people were arguing.
They were flipping out, like arguing. I'm like, I even added you. I was like, hey, Chad, you want to chime in on this? Maybe you saw that. You're like, yeah, I'm not getting in on that.
You know, the crazy thing is you got people to argue on the internet. I don't think that ever happens.
No, that's weird.
No.
To bring everybody
Yeah, I mean,
together.
I was tagged 1 million times on the thing, and I didn't comment or chime in because I didn't feel it was. I didn't want to rain on somebody's parade, and didn't want to get into some argument with some internet battle or whatever. So I just kind of
Smart.
kept it quiet.
Hey, we had a guy, we're talking about Team 22 Motorsports years. We had a guy on Instagram ask if the expense and the difficulty and the troubles you went through running your own team, if that was worth it, would you ever do it again?
100% was worth it. I would do it tomorrow.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yes, because I can't imagine. I know you're probably a hands-on type person, and just how much you had on your plate at that time, and you just did it.
Yeah, but I mean, I had good people around me too. I feel like this question comes up a lot because, like my position at club, and I kind of have a desire to run a team again, if I'm honest. So, kind of getting back into that world of what I used to do. And everyone always talks about, does it bring back bad memories? And I'm like, no, it's like the best time of my life was running 22 Motorsports. And I had so many people and great people that shared I burdened the cost of the team, but outside of the cost of the team they were so awesome. Like it was really fun and enjoyable, and I didn't have to micromanage all those guys. They were seasoned pros, and they crushed it. They kept it fun and enjoyable, and made the success, what it was.
How would that have worked 8 years earlier in your career? Maybe when you're like legit winning and leading points and that kind of thing. Could you have
Like
balanced
during
that
your
out?
championship years, would that have been too much?
I mean, yeah, it's hard. I don't like playing the what if game because there's so many.
Right.
You look at the years, and there's 3 or 4 different times that I lost a championship by 7 or less.
Yes.
7 points or whatever. But and you'd always, would I like to go to the battle and go to the grind with that group of people, knowing what I knew at that point in my life? I mean, yeah, I'd love to do that, but I also feel that it all happened at the right point in time as well. Like I don't know that 5 years earlier or 8 years late, earlier, was I immature enough? Was I, did I have the skill set that I had at that point in my life with, children and whatever else? I don't know. I just think it was the right time, the right place, and it was meant to happen, and it all went the way it did because we did it the right way. I didn't know that I could say that I would do that 5 years or so earlier.
Yeah, I do remember the team you had put together was realistically, in my opinion, better than almost every.
Yeah, it was like an
factory team.
all-star.
It really was a cast of, and your look, everything about that, Chad, the graphics on the bike, and the Honda year especially. I just remember how good your team looked, man. It was smoking everything. I mean, you had to have known you had the best looking setup,
Dude,
right?
the red pants all day long.
Bad to the bone. Right?
Everybody wearing red pants.
Yeah, I mean, I go, every once in a while you start digging into some emails, and obviously I still have thousands of emails from those days and certain things that you try to go back on and reflect on and see if, you can pull inspiration from those generations still today. And it's interesting. Like I loved it. It was fun. It was creative. And I look at, like, there's few teams in the pits that I look at and I'm like, they're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll single one team out, but like KTM just does stuff right. Everything I look at, they're just on top of it. Everything's cool. Everything's at the level that I would want to do it. I didn't know that I would change a whole lot from the visual standpoint, from the outside. So
are you bringing that
it's
same
cool.
philosophy over to club? Because I saw the tire cart and all that stuff. You're like, this is just cool. Like it looks dope. And I feel like you might be starting to slowly massage some of their stuff.
What was that? You cut out on me.
That little tire rack thing you displayed or whatever you showed on Club MX's Instagram. I feel like you're kind of having a hand in that same kind of capacity and kind of turning their stuff around. Their stuff looks good already too.
Yeah, I mean, I think club's always had a really cool, unique look, and they do things a little different. And they're kind of, I would say that their stable colors are kind of like the white bike and with that baby blue. And I always like that. I think it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they listen. They're leveling up on all the different little things, and I think to be successful on race teams or in racing in general, whether it be four wheels or two wheels, it just seems like racing. To do it the right way, there's only one way to do it. So it's interesting to see all these different people and how they do it, and the little things that you can implement to make a big difference.
Yep.
I think something like it was cool for me to see you going back to Club MX just because I think that is so much your element, and there's so much about your personality. And I know that like back in the day, you used to talk about like Ellie driving you and how hard she was on you and how that, like it was such a family thing. And you were like seeing you even at
The club.
Loretta's.
Oh,
like
Loretta. The regionals. And
the regionals we parked next to you. I'm the big dumb guy that was parked next to you at the Lake Sugar Tree.
Giant dummy.
Yeah, my brother's the one that crashed and ate shit and got hauled off.
Yeah, it was awful nice. Chad come over and checked on your brother after he crashed his brains out. And but that's just your element. Like you're focused. Like I feel like club will benefit from that so much. And Brandon even said, "Hey, he's already starting to."
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah,
we had Brandon on last week, and he said adding you guys has leveled them up, and he can see it in their riders already.
Yeah, I think it's just, when you've been there and done it and you've seen, I think sometimes not even the fact that you've been there and done it, but you've done it for so long and you've done it all the right ways, all the wrong ways, and everywhere in between. You feel like you can, contribute and try to minimize, the things that you did wrong and help them with real information. And I think across the board, they've been acceptable to that, and the riders are, all buying in, and I'm excited. I've been kind of on the West Coast since Anaheim, and I've been running let's say the day-to-day riding for the East Coast guys, but I haven't been there. And I get to go home on Sunday, and I was supposed to be there this week, but we got snowed in, and so we ended up coming out to Phoenix early, and it's been 85 degrees, so I can't complain about that if I'm honest.
Sweet.
rather than playing in snow at club.
Ugh,
exactly.
terrible.
But the guys are, the data that I see and the little things that I see improvement on, the lap times and the heart rate side of it and things like that. They're all coming around. So I'm excited to get back next week, and I'll have a couple of weeks, boots on the ground with the East Coast guys before they go Dallas, I think.
Yeah.
Man, if they could just pick up on your fire and your drive and your, what I mean? Like that's what, that's something I don't think you can teach. Something I always think about anytime I see an interview with you is I always think, man, and this will never happen just because of the way you are, because you're such a straight shooter. I'm always like, God, I'd love if Chad was on the broadcast. Right, because you could just tell like it is.
He was for a few minutes on the SMX or the future stuff.
Yeah, they did do a long interview with you,
and he let her know immediately. Hey, it looks like they kind of moved things around though. They kind of took. Brandon even said it on the show last week how they listened to what you guys said and kind of tried to shuffle things around to give these amateurs or soon to be pros a little safer racetrack.
Yeah, my comment. It's funny because everyone was like, "Whoa, did you get in trouble?" And truth be told, I did not get in trouble, but they obviously weren't stoked, and they probably said things to everybody else but me. But I just took it that was, it is what it is. Like,
that's what I mean. You're just playing. You tell it that, like, you're a straight shooter. That's why I don't think you'll ever be on the broadcast. Because
I'll never be in the broadcast, and I don't know that I would ever want that position either, because you can't be you can't call a spade a spade. You got to fluff it and bluff it, and that's for other people, not me. So I don't know. My comment was based on an issue that I had seen, all day long happening. It was something that I had brought up behind the scenes, and then everything that I kind of predicted would happen happened. But I must say that, like, as critical as I was, I had phone calls Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with Feld, and they made the changes necessary, and I think they did a great job this past weekend. The track that they gave those guys was much improved over the week before, and honestly, that's all you can ask. Whether I believe, because you're not always going to believe that they're doing everything. Like, they have so many restrictions and so many moving pieces and parts to their show. And I know how that works, and it doesn't always align with what's the better good of racing. And that's the cold truth to it. And I don't think that, as much as I hate that from an athletic standpoint, or a father or a coach or as a fan, but those are just real hurdles that they have as a group to get over. There's racing and then there's the show, and they kind of have to coexist, and they don't always lean towards the racing side of it, right? So I just think that, for me, I'm proud that they made the changes that they did, because the practice sessions were much better. The racing was better, in my opinion. A couple of guys got hurt, but I personally watched those guys get hurt, and I don't know that you could help them. Like, they kind of, like the Meniere crash, I watched it, and he came through the whoops like he was, Jet Lawrence, and came out like he was Meniere. So he was never making it out the other side from what I've seen. So
that's what I'm talking about. That's the Chad Reed we love. It tells the truth. But that's you've been doing it a minute. They should listen to what you say.
Yeah, and that we can't have that next. It's had so many names, and I feel like I've been through all of them, and it's kind of like it's futures, it's combines, it's next. So I always think of just calling the kids, but the kids group, like, I really think it's awesome. I think now that the age limit is changing to 18 essentially next year, I really think, like, I would say I was one of the guys that I'm like, you got to be hard on these guys. Like, they're either going to make it or they're not. But now that you're moving the rule to 18, you do have to change that thought process, because now at 16, 15, they don't necessarily have to be ready, because they've still got 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned for the better good of the sport. I think that this 18 rule is really going to hurt our youth, because if you look at most 250 guys are getting older, the sport in general is getting older. And I just think that you're going to see, like, at 18 years old, you know what you're getting. Like, there's not a lot of 18-year-old guys, at least with my experience that I look at, that are like, oh yeah, if he just cleaned up this, he'll be better. At 18 years old, you already know that they're already been doing it since they were 15, and it's not going to get any better. Yeah. So I think there's going to be less opportunity for these kids, because they're not going to get signs, because you already know what you're buying. At 15 years old, when you sign these kids,
A lot of hope.
They
right
kind of
there.
have they have a little bit of, they have some wiggle room where they're young, they're 16 years old, they're 17 years old, but at 18, I think you need to be rolling at 18. I don't think at 18 you get to fail and mess it up like you used to be able to at 15, 16.
When did you turn pro? 15?
I went pro at 15 only because I went pro in New Zealand. New Zealand allowed 15-year-olds to race pro. And then I had to wait. So I spent 3 months in New Zealand before my birthday so I could race pro. And then I went home to Australia on my 16th, week before my 16th birthday, and raced Supercross a couple of days after my 16th birthday.
Was that the Supercross that you got third?
I was running second. I was kind of battling for the lead, and then there was a red flag, and I got a bad start. I think I came back to 6 or something like that.
Okay, because the first time I ever saw your name was in, I don't know if Cycle News or Motocross Action or something. It was Australian Supercross, and Jeremy was first. Somebody was second. I don't remember who was second. And then it said 16-year-old Chad Reed was third. And I was like, who the hell is this Chad Reed?
You're going to find out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, time flies, doesn't it? It's crazy.
It does, but you remember that race, right? I mean, I don't know how that felt to you to have, you knew who Jeremy was. I'm sure you'd read about him and everything.
Of course, I was a huge fan, so.
Were you freaked out to be like, shit, I was third place and Jeremy was
and pressing for the lead?
No, I was pissed that Jeremy beat me, to be honest. So,
there was a lot of years you were compared to him. There was, I guess maybe your style. I don't really know. Do you remember those years?
I
Kevin?
do, absolutely.
He was compared to Jeremy a lot.
Yeah,
what
was the Thor video that I was like, damn, man, that is Jeremy McGrath. It was, what the hell?
It's funny because, it makes sense. I idolize Jeremy. Still today he's one of my best friends and, just somebody I look up to but yeah, I just probably from about 11 years old, I just watched the videos like everybody else did. I think it was just, and then, I couldn't see it in person because I never was able to come to the US, but I would just watch the VCRs over and over and over and over and over. I think I could probably tell you almost every race that he did from 94 through, the 2000s when I was here. I could literally, I could have that conversation like, dude, do you remember when you did this at St. Louis or whatever? And he'd be like, how? Like, you were there? And I'm like, no, I watched it. No,
broke a VCR tape in half studying.
Hey, what's going through your head? Like, I'm going to give you some moments here and you're probably going to cuss me, but whenever, was it James that disrespected the shit out of you whenever he pushed you off the racetrack? I don't know if you were wearing all yellow gear. I'm trying to remember what race it was. There's one race where it was just, they pushed.
He just cut over on him
all the way. It might have been Unadilla or something. I'm like, what is going through that dude's mind right now? And he is getting, or he let you by and he said, come on.
That was one. James let you by.
O2 he let me by. It was after Southwick. I had made some comments that I, prior to that, I was like, man, I just need to get a start. I want to get a start so I can race with him, and then I think it was like a week or two before that I had dislocated my shoulder. So I wasn't necessarily 100%. Up to speed, but credit where credit's due. You got to flex when you can. And he was young and we were all young.
Yeah.
I would have probably done the same. So I respected it. It was funny because at first, he was typical James and he was hauling butt and, kind of you're trying to keep up with him. And then next minute he kind of slows down and you're like, huh, what's happening? And then he kind of battled and then he passed me back and it was kind of funny. But it was interesting. But
you had some intense races though.
Nothing I wouldn't have done.
Yeah, no, for
I like
sure.
that.
And there was one Supercross and I have no idea what it was. When y'all came off and you went and grabbed it, and I was like, oh,
hell yes.
Shit, he's about to beat James' ass.
I don't remember this.
That was,
multiple times.
Yeah, it was I believe that was in Jacksonville.
Yeah, he grabbed him by the throat or something.
You're like on the podium.
Yeah, I grabbed him on the back of the neck. I got in trouble.
Yeah,
Thought I was on probation for the rest of the year.
So what's your take on, not necessarily a take, but like Hayden Deegan, how he handles his business? Like sometimes he seems so like human when he even said, I kind of was bummed out that the fans in California, my home crowd didn't whatever, but then Texas, they applauded and he ran a clean race. So like, where's the fine line for him in terms of like, does he manage it better when he gets into the 450 class? Will this kind of stuff even happen?
I think it gets worse before it gets better. I think the 450 class is going to be completely, interesting for all of us to watch and see that all play out. People are always going to love you and hate you. Like it was. I've been booed. I've been cheered. I was really fortunate. Going back to the McGrath conversation, I was, Ricky put the king's hat on. He did, he kind of dethroned the king.
Yep.
And everybody hated Ricky. Everybody hated Ricky. Well, then I was this Yamaha, kid that looked like Jeremy, rode like Jeremy. And, like everyone just immediately loved me. Like I inherited Jeremy's fan base basically because they just didn't care who it was, even though I was Australian. All they just didn't want Ricky Carmichael to win.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
So then everyone just kind of like, I felt like I inherited such a large group of individuals that were, Supercross fans, and it was awesome. But then it was like, Ricky kind of went to Suzuki and he started working with Raj, and, Raj kind of tweaked on him a little bit, and he wasn't at Honda. He wasn't hated anymore. He kind of he did a few things different, and then the world loved him. And then it was crazy how quick the fans turned, and then I started getting some boos and whatever. And so just little things like that you just roll with it. You got to roll with the punches, I mean, I think Hayden is super nice. Like I don't have a personal issue with Hayden. He's been nothing but respectful, super nice to me and my family. So I have a lot of time for Hayden, if I'm honest. Do I believe in all the things that he says and does? In particular, the SMX thing with Joe. I would have been totally 100% okay with him cleaning Joe out on the first lap.
Yes.
But then you got to go away and you got to win the race, and then where the chips fall is where they fall. Or backing the crowd up, like he would have been better off backing Joe up into the rest of the group and then see what happens. I just don't think what he did it wasn't a good look for our sport. Somebody coming from the only human that's been black flagged, in my opinion, it should have been black flagged, like that. There was more merit for black flagging him because he was being dangerous.
There was more for him than there was for you.
Way more for him than there was for you.
When you think about what I did, and I can sit here ethically and say that I've taken some people out, and I admit that, but I can tell you that like at no point when I ran Trey off into the tough block was I trying to maliciously do anything other than just like a what the F were you doing? You just landed on me kind of thing, So it's kind of funny that one of the lamest things I've ever done in my life, and I got a black flag for it. So, but again, I'm not saying that he should have been black flagged, but when you put it into the context of, that I got black flagged for that, and do I think that it was the right thing to do? I don't. But other than that, Hayden's Hayden. He has a game to play, and he's being groomed in a way to do, and how he acts and what he does. And sometimes us athletes, we put the helmet on, and sometimes it's like putting a cape on, and you have to put there's an image that you ride or you do or you create, because it's easy to have a separation. The human, I always believe you're human first, athlete second. And the human's weak, where the person that you put out on the field in the arena, that person has to be bulletproof, and I think that Hayden's done a good job of that. And, whether you believe in him or, hate him, love him, I think that what he's doing is it's things that protect him and allow him to be the best version of himself.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can kind of see that. I mean, he's on an edge somewhere, whether it's with fans, whether it's on the track, whatever. I mean, I know you can respect that because he always backs it up. So, hey, Chad, what if we run through a couple of questions real quick? They're one-word answers, something real simple here.
I'll try.
Who's your favorite teammate?
Ooh, geez. Nathan Ramsey.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. A lot of people like Nate Dogg. So how about your biggest rival?
I don't have one. I have to put James and Ricky as a group.
That's fair.
1A, 1B.
Very
And
fair.
I would put all three of y'all as each other's rival.
100%.
We're better. We're better as a group.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, that's the truth.
That's a shit
man.
ton of winning right there.
How about what's the most satisfying win of your career?
Daytona 2005.
Yeah. All right. How about your biggest
Kicking
heart
Ricky's
rate?
ass in his backyard was awesome.
Thanks for getting that in there.
Love
My
it.
biggest heart rate.
Yeah, what's your biggest
we'll
heart
keep it in
rate?
the family. We'll stay in Daytona.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
I would say '08 Daytona, two turns from the
How many?
finish.
Yeah, two. I
and
was
the
going to
bike
say
going
2 or
out.
3 turns, man. You were out
Hey,
front.
And what were you saying to Travis Pastrana when he was next to you on the gate? Like, stay the hell away from me, you maniac.
I don't even remember that I was next to him. That's funny.
There was.
Oh, there's video.
Yeah, there's a broadcast of you because I remember him going through those whoops like an absolute assassin, and then you would catch him, and then he would pull you, and then he would catch you. You're like, dude, get the hell away from me. You frighten me. He's like one of
that's
those
funny.
return to racing kind of. He's just here for fun. Like, dude, I'm here for a championship. Was my vibe that I thought you were putting out.
And then
Probably.
lastly, Chad, just 2-stroke or 4-stroke?
I kind of have to do the same thing with the Ricky James. It's like they're just different eras, you know. Like I loved the 2-stroke for the 2-stroke, but then I must say that I loved the more like mid 2000s 4-strokes. As you know, like if I was like today, if I'm gonna go ride my bike tomorrow, I would never ever choose a 2-stroke to go ride for fun.
It's obviously
It's a better motorcycle.
it's a
these
better
days.
motorcycle, but we've had this argument riding down the road on the way to a race, going to Mid Ohio or wherever.
Yeah.
I do think that if they'd never came out with a 4-stroke, your group, you, James, and Ricky, would have won for the next 10 years, 12 years, because you guys were so much more technical than
huge gap,
everybody
yes.
else. I think that would have. Like, I don't know that anybody would have. I don't know how long it would take somebody to beat you guys on that, especially you, and just because your technical were so good with that.
Yeah, it seemed like out of the three of us, I got hurt by the 4-stroke shift, and I think to be fair, like the Suzuki was quite a new bike, the Kawasaki was all new bike, the Yamaha just kind of it didn't get all the modern updates at that point. You know, like I feel like Yamaha were the first ones out, and then everybody, you know, kind of learned and created a new bike more based off, okay, we're going to build a 4-stroke because Yamaha did it, but now we're going to build it off like a Honda because Honda did a better job. Things like that. So, but I love 2-strokes. And if all my friends said, hey, we're going to go ride 2-strokes, then I think it would be awesome. But I wouldn't just choose to go ride one today. That's like the current 4-strokes are just so nice to ride.
Hey, you see that new film coming out whenever they finally finish it, the 90s stuff. Do you consider yourself, like, you kind of transitioned between that 90s era and brought it into the modern era, you know, the 4-strokes and all that stuff, like the partying and all the good times. I think you were on the tail end of the just wild side of that era. Do you remember much of that?
You guys all turned into robots. I don't know what happened.
Are you back?
We can
How
hear
about
you.
that?
We can hear you clear.
There you are.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I could only hear, and all you guys sounded like robots. I didn't know what was happening.
Well, I guess somebody's trying to sabotage that question. So the
I was gonna
90s,
say.
that video or the new movie that's coming out about the 90s, and you know, what's your take on that? Do you consider yourself a child or a racer from the 90s? Because I feel like you almost can reach back into the 90s and be a part of both of those eras.
That rolled into the early 2000s a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speak to that.
I mean, obviously, like I went pro in '98, so I mean, I technically was pro racing in the '90s. But yeah, I mean, again, probably Australia. People remember the '90s side of me, but obviously the US. I didn't come here in 2002, so everything pre 2002, no one really knew who I was or whatever. So, but I mean, I grouped myself into a bit of the whole thing. You know, the 2000s is what you really remember, but the 90s, again, anytime I say the word 90s, I just think of Jeremy and, you know, Kevin, Lusk, you know, Larocco, all the Emig. That was such a cool era.
Hey, did you ever have a perm? I feel like you had a perm. Am I crazy?
I never had I didn't have a perm, but my mom has like super curly hair. So if I let my hair grow out, it just goes like super curly, and you could mistake that as a perm. But
I know San Diego. After you won, we were in the club with Button and all them dudes, and you rolled up in there. I'm like, damn, dude, he's got a freaking perm.
Yeah. 08, I don't know why, but I was like
Maybe it's
running
08,
longer hair in '08, and yeah, like my hair goes a little curly when it's long. It's funny.
Okay.
I don't expect you to remember this or Kevin or anybody else in my life, but I just remember when you won in San Diego, we went to
Oh yeah, the
Jimmy
Gaslight
Button,
District. We were
Jimmy
there.
Button got us into the club.
Yeah, we had
Everybody
no
was in
business
party.
being there.
Yeah, and I just remember going to that club and thinking, this is like I've never seen this many good-looking women in one place. In
Well,
my
Chad's
life.
surrounded by beautiful women, so he just
know.
lives in that world. We don't. So it's like,
It was just
damn,
like,
this-
but the club, it was like they were just letting in certain people.
You
that
can
were-
only get in. Oh
can
yeah,
only-
you are on the list.
You can
man.
only get in if you were 5'9", blonde hair, blue eyed, hot.
you're
like-
you're a 9.5. That's
yeah,
it.
but Kevin and I were like, something's going on here, man. We're not privy to this world.
I feel like that's how clubs are these days, anyway, right?
Yep, there's definitely a dude up there controlling the game.
Stereotyping.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we have some more questions. Just these are real quick as well. Nick, you're gonna have to read these. John will flip the screen over for you. These are our
See, they
top
changed
five.
up on us. That's why we got
Yeah, we had a very simple order, and Kevin is
Kevin's
ever the innovator. He can't
screwing
stand to sit still.
everything up.
It's our top 5-6 questions. So
It's
there's
because we're so dumb. The first time we did this, we thought we did a top 5 questions,
we had 6.
and we had 6.
Yeah.
Once we started reading,
And
there
there's
were 6.
and there's 6.
We're freaking brilliant, Chad. You don't even know.
Not that smart. So, all right, what is the most irrational superstition or routine that you have before a race? And then what do you think is going to happen if you didn't do it?
Before I race.
You drop helmets on the ground.
Yeah, I was going to ask. You drop a helmet.
God, that hurts
if
my
it's
heart.
new?
I saw Ricky do that recently. Johnson
Dude,
just
I
did.
still put a tiny scratch.
Yeah, I don't drop it. I take a new helmet and I'll just like touch it on the ground. It's not like I don't need to drop it or feel like I scratch it or anything. I just have to touch the ground with it. But for the longest, I guess the most outstanding longest, and still today I do it, but I put everything right-sided. So like it'll be right sock, left sock, my right foot into my, pants,
Yep.
my right glove, left glove, like never anything more than that. Right foot, left foot. I'll never get on a motorcycle from the right side. I always jump on from the left side. Don't know if it's because I grew up riding horses as a kid, but those are the things I still do today. I'll never my mechanic will hand me the bike and I'll walk around it and get on the left side.
I don't do
never the right
everything,
side.
but my knee pads are left. I always put if I pick up my right knee pad,
You're just like
I
Chad
put it
Reed.
down. That's why we're so similar. That's
Yeah.
how we
Yeah,
go so
we're
fast.
opposite. I go right first.
Yeah, that's why he goes fast and I'm so slow.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nick. Maybe you should switch sides.
Yeah,
man.
that's been my problem the whole time.
The whole time.
What could have
I'm
been?
going, if I'd been
idiot?
going from the right, God, I would be Chad Reed.
You would be
Yeah.
Chad Reed.
Next question. If you had to trade lives or profession with just a different profession, not another racer, not anything else, for a year, and you had to be another profession other than racing, what would it be?
Yeah.
I'd probably can I not do any kind of racing? Does it have to be dirt bikes, or can I do another form of racing?
No racing. Come
no
on, man.
racing, yeah. 'Cause
No,
hey, Formula One would be an easy out.
Ah, damn it. What do I want to do? I think being a fighter pilot would be pretty cool.
There you go.
Doing something.
I can see
like
that.
doing the jet thing and just I don't know, I've been pretty lucky to be around and I've kind of got to drive the simulator, and those guys are pretty gnarly dudes, the training they do, and and again, operating millions, thousands of dollars on the government's money would be pretty fun too.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Good
Maverick,
answer, man.
Chad Maverick Reed.
Yeah.
What is the one piece of moto advice that you were given that turned out to be absolute garbage?
Garbage. Oh, I mean, I would say I would have to go back to just the typical answer of just go faster, just turn the throttle, just try harder. It is the dumbest thing you could ever tell any motorcycle racer. Just go faster, just try harder. And every time I hear that, I hear it, especially living at a facility, I hear it regularly, and it's, oh my God, it's painful.
I've been told that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry Higgins
Yep.
told you that. But he was being
Yeah,
serious.
Barry
though.
Higgins.
Number 3 of 6.
No, number 4 of 5, 6. You're stuck on a 14-hour drive to a race with one teammate. Who do you pick, and who would you absolutely refuse to make that drive with?
Who would I refuse? Who would I go with? Geez, see, now I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with Tim Ferry or David Billerman, because they'd both be pretty funny. Who would I refuse?
That's a totally random thought, but I was watching Jerry Seinfeld. Y'all can look this up. Comedians in cars getting coffee. And he had Brian Regan, the comedian, on there. I swear to God, he looks just like Tim Ferry. Like, he looks like Tim Ferry's 2-year-old brother.
Like
yeah. He looked just like Timmy.
So anyway, who
are we taking a road trip with, and who would we kick out of the car?
Who would we kick out of the car? Oh, man.
You can say it, Steve Mathis. That's fine.
Really?
Steve Mathis.
You want to ride with
Jason one
White?
brake caliper loose, and we're supposed to not road trip with him.
There's a I mean, I have a few people, but I don't want to go there.
Well, it doesn't have to be because...
See, honestly, Mathis would not bother me.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's fine.
But it doesn't have to be...
Actually, then I could give Mathis a hard time for 15 hours about being...
There you go. So that's who you want to ride with.
It doesn't have to be because you don't like them. It could be somebody that, like, doesn't brush their teeth or doesn't put on deodorant.
Or won't quit singing karaoke no matter how much you're trying to concentrate on the upcoming intersection.
Yeah.
Kevin.
I'll have to think. That one I don't got an answer.
Somebody's got bad gas.
That's fair. Next question.
That's all right. No worries. No judgment.
What is the dumbest injury you've ever gotten that was not from racing?
Not from racing.
Like Matasevich tripping on the boot.
Oh, easily. Like preseason of like going like 2003 going into 2004. I was over at Nathan Ramsey's house. My bikes had just been created and shipped to Spain for World Supercross, and I had my arm out on the table playing pool and went to hit the ball and my shoulder dislocated.
Oh shit!
And then and then I kind of like, obviously my shoulder dislocated, so I kind of like I hit the balls and everyone's like, dude, what the heck? Like all pissed because I hit the balls because they thought I hit a bad shot. And I'm like, my shoulder dropped out. And they all thinking I'm like lying or whatever. And then anyway, so I had to go out, went outside, sat my shoulder on top of Nathan's truck and it popped right back in. And I was like, oh, anyway, had to have surgery. That was 5 weeks before Anaheim and had surgery and won Anaheim.
Dude, that's a pretty. I did not expect a story like that.
What a great
playing
story.
pool.
Robots again.
Throw the shoulder out.
Oh no, we're robots. Are we back?
How about now?
Danger, Chad Reed. Danger.
We can hear you perfect.
How about it now?
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
James Stewart, are you with us?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Chad Reed.
You guys are robots.
God, Kevin,
I don't
your
know if
phone
that's my phone or yours.
Well, I don't know. We're clear as a bell here.
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
There you are.
There you are.
There we go.
We're
Now I
back.
can hear you.
We're back.
All right, last one real quick before we turn back into Ribbits.
Ribbits.
If your racing career had a movie title, what would it be?
I did it my way.
Yeah,
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Nah, that was so quick.
I was
That was
expecting
quick.
Top Gun, dude. I didn't know what you were going to
Hey,
say.
with an awesome like theme song to sing with it.
Yes, Frank Sinatra.
Hell yeah.
That's perfect, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Nice.
I mean, before we let you go, you're the one that doubled down on yourself, took that Lloyd's of London policy out to win the outdoor title. Is that correct?
I did. Yeah.
How did they figure out the odds and what? Can you give me some insight on how that even came together?
So the deductible was that I had to win 5 races. So the backstory, I only had a Supercross only deal. I loved being on Suzuki team. The bike was awesome on outdoor. It was probably the best bike at that point that I'd ever rode on motocross. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to stay on Supercross only. I really want to race motocross. And then we kind of figured out, like, there was obviously no budget to pay me more. So then we figured out a way to do it. And so Parts and Suzuki did a $2.5 million championship bonus each. And then I had to win 5 races minimum. So I could have won the title and won 4 races and I would have got not $1. But so I think I won like 7 races maybe or something like that. So finally, all I needed to do was get to 5 races, and then the series didn't really start out that well. Like I was kind of struggling a little bit, like I hadn't rode motocross in 2 years, and I was kind of having to get myself back into the swing of things. And anyway, then it all started to come together, and I started winning, so it's good. But yeah, it was a good one. And then after that, obviously, I was not a very good odds person for basically ever since.
They don't want to do
ever
another
since
policy.
then. Lloyd's it didn't matter at any point in my life after that. Like I was 38 years old, not ever going to win a title, and they didn't even want to, they were like, no, we're not insuring you.
We're not falling. Hell no, we're not
Too
falling for
risky,
that
man.
shit
That
again.
Dude took us to the bank.
Yeah,
That is one of the most badass things I've ever heard.
And I think it's difficult to this day, and it's probably because of you.
Unfortunately, it was really good until it wasn't, and I ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, man.
That's wild.
That's all right. That's a good thing to be.
Well, dude, thank you so much for giving us your time. I know you're busy. You guys got some dinners coming up, so we appreciate it. And best of luck to the kids racing.
Yeah, how's that going? How's Tate? How's your kids doing?
Kids are good. That we went pretty hard in the paint, like over the Christmas break. Club shut down. Well, I wouldn't say it shut down, but obviously got a little bit quiet and put a lot of effort, and we rode a lot with the kids. Tate rode a lot of Supercross this off season, so that was good to get his Supercross under him. I was considering putting him in next, but I'm gonna wait. There's too many 19, 18-year-old kids in there. I don't like I think there needs to be an age rule. There needs to be an age rule on that class, to be honest. And so I'm gonna hold him back a little bit this year, and then but yeah, I go home Sunday, and they'll be hard in the paint. We'll start getting ready for Loretta's qualifiers, and hopefully do Loretta's, and ultimately in a perfect world, I would like to go to Australia and have Tate race Supercross down there this year, so that'd be fun.
Are you going to do Loretta's this year?
I'm not this year. Well, I'm all in on the kids. This is
Sweet spot of their careers for sure.
This sport was my life, and I really think you have to. There's a small period that you got to go, and Tate will be 16 this year, and it's go time for him. So
I tell you, just like I said, we were parked next to you guys at the Lake Sugar Tree, and Tate was out there, and I mean, he put forth some effort, but he was a boy among men. You know what I mean? Like when he's 15, and I know, like, they want him. And I even talked to your wife about this. I'm like, man, he's out there with grown men. Like, but when you're 15, riding that B class with these kids that are 20, you know what I mean? They're grown ass men.
Strong. Put
it into work. I mean, that's pretty ballsy on his part to be out there in that. And the other funny, go ahead. I'll let you talk about that with Tate, and then I'm going to talk about you for a second.
I think, first of all, just the fact that you're putting your 15-year out there with grown men is always an interesting one for me. I grew up in a system that, there was age groups. It was a 14 to 16-year-old class. And for me, I don't know. It's crazy for me is like going back and doing this whole amateur thing. And there's so many things that need correcting, especially now, like amateur racing with all the insurance issues and things like that. They should revisit all of that. But anyway, one day they might.
Yeah, even walking down the line that day and like seeing you and Tate, there were a couple sometimes when you weren't able to because you had motos or whatever. And I'm sitting there looking at him and I'm like, damn, that kid's got to be 23. And these are fast guys that are not going to get, you know what I mean? There's like, he's down there with all these grown ass men, and I'm like, dude, that's pretty bold to be out there.
Yeah, and last year the goal with Tate was like he'd got really tall, and so I didn't want him to be goofy and learn, like bad technique and stuff from like on an 85 or a super mini. And so we kind of made the choice of like, hey, let's just have a year where we just go and race dirt bikes and we have fun, but we try to be kind of more slow play it a little bit, and obviously trying to tell a 15-year-old that is not ideal, but he was 109 pounds on a 250. So, but then he was like 5'8", like he was almost my height. So I was like, I don't want him to ride and look. I feel like I would have been a hypocrite. I hate seeing these tall kids on these 85s and thinking that, what the heck are you doing on the 85? So I felt like I needed to move him up and let him just kind of ride it. And then we were going to do 125, but things happen there that I don't want to go into. But anyway, long story short, now we're 130 pounds, and
There we go.
I've been working him hard. So he, I don't know, this year it'll be a fun year. I'm excited for him.
That's awesome.
Even Kaya, like Kaya's been on the grind, and she hasn't raced since beginning of last year because of her back crash, her crash with her back, and she's all healed up and kind of riding better than she ever has. So we're ready to get back at it and start building blocks.
Has there been a moment where your kids actually they started doing stuff without even you asking them or telling them? You're like, oh, okay, I see you. Like my kids, it was baseball, so I'm like, dude, we got to go hit off the tee. We got to do this stuff. I had to pry them to do it, and I know what motocross looks like. I know the kids that do it without anybody telling them. Those are the ones that usually figure it out. Have you had those moments with yours?
Tate on Supercross is, that he's been that way. It's really hard to know, like one thing, you see the bigger picture, right? You kind of know, okay, well, yes, you can race next, but honestly, it really doesn't mean anything yet. We can't race Supercross until 2029. That's the realistic truth of pro racing for us, So, I mean, like everything we do, why are we fast forwarding it? Why are we trying to do anything, So I didn't push on him and say, hey, like we're going to do, XYZ to be ready. I kind of just had an expectation and made it very clear to him on what my expectation was with him on Supercross. I did not allow him to ride the whoops. He really hasn't rode whoops. I told him that he's not allowed to ride him until I have the time to, make him badass in them, because I'm too brutal on everybody being so pathetic in the whoops that I can't have my kid be pathetic. So I don't let him go through the whoops, and I just want him to get the Supercross skill, and and then like one thing after another. And I said, look, I'm going to trust you. If I see something, I'm going to stop you and we're going to get off the track. I said, but up until that point, you have to read it, because that's a skill set that I can't teach you. You need that. And so, yeah, it was fun to watch him go out and piece together a Supercross and start doing the triples and, doing all the rhythms and all those things without me holding his hand. It was really fun. He's actually it seems like he has a more natural ability to ride Supercross than he does motocross, which I love as a dad, because Supercross pays the bills, not motocross. So
that could be genetic a little bit.
No, it could be genetics there a little bit too.
We're going to send you a hoodie. I'm wearing it right now. It says Skim or Die, the Skate or Die video game back in the day. But
oh my God, if you really have one of those, I need to
dude, he's wearing it right now.
No, it says Skim or Die, and it's got the little
Skim or Die with a little subliminal message, because Kevin likes to fix.
You know what?
Go ahead.
We need to make a Skim or Die with whoops in it.
That's what it is.
That's what the shirt is.
Bro,
it actually is.
Kevin, let me take a picture. Let's send it to him.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
You got to send that to me.
Yeah,
it says Skim or Die. It looks like a
play on
video
words
game
with a Skate or Die logo and then whatever.
So when I was,
I'll send it to you in just a second.
Your strings out of the way.
But I'll get you one of these.
Yeah, we'll text it to you in a minute.
Now, and talk about you for a minute. We were that regional, and I don't know, Chad, I don't remember this, and you may not even remember this. You've been in 10 million races, whatever. Of course, when Chad goes out, everybody's
the world is watching.
Yeah,
yes.
the whole Lake Sugar Tree is going to watch. And so there was some guy in like the plus 25 class or plus 30 class, one of the class. And I don't remember if it was in the first moto or the first practice.
First practice.
Yeah, and this dude was just fucking with Chad.
No, he straight T-boned me.
Yeah.
Like almost broke my hand. Like, again, to be fair, it was very aggressive, but I don't think he mean to. And but he obviously very much caught me off guard. And I was just like, here's me having fun, trying to be like, and then it just flipped my switch as a racer.
You're getting it.
And I was like, oh, really? You want some?
Oh, really? Yeah, don't let him flip your switch.
Oh, my God.
Chad is saying that from sitting there. Everybody I was standing back over at the RV, me and your family and Kyle and Andy, the guys I was with. And you're saying, you're like, oh shit, and everybody there went, oh shit.
Here we go.
Yeah.
The belt. He's about to pay the bills.
Deep, but you try not to. You try to bury that old self, but it's every once in a while it comes out.
Well, it took one turn to come out of you.
Yeah.
First lap of practice.
Well, there you go. Check your text and then send me your address, and we'll shoot you one of these hoodies up here, and you can
right.
proudly wear it in front of your dudes that want to jump.
If it's not going to go through, just spout out your cell phone number over the.
Yeah, give everybody your cell
No,
phone.
he's got his cell phone number.
Well, dude,
I
thanks.
live at Club Max. Everybody knows, so it's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, get Kevin an address, though. We'll send you one of these hoodies.
Yeah.
All right, that'd be rad.
Cheers. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you,
Chad.
Chad.
I love you.
Man, he just
So close.
full hung up, dude.
Dang, Chad's got his own music. You hear that?
When Chad hangs up music.
You get hang up music. I've never had hang up music. You get on hold, but he's so badass. When you're done with Chad Reed, this is what you get.
Hey, that's no lie. We were in
Damn.
that race, and that dude hit him in that corner.
It
and
was the beginning of practice.
Yes.
Dude, I would never
First-
jack with Chad Reed.
first lap of practice, and everybody
You're in
was
my
like,
town, son. He's like, yeah, right. Fuck off, man.
everybody was like,
Fuck off.
oh shit, that kid's about to get it. I don't
Dude,
even know who it was. Like it was
if,
like,
if you think you're going to hit Chad Reed, he
You
could-
better
he could
put him
choose-
in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because he could choose to knock your front wheel out. He could choose to knock your back wheel out. He could choose to knock your arm off the
He can
bars.
choose
he could
to knock your
slam
wife
your front
up.
brake off.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
can
he
do all
can
that
get your
stuff.
wife pregnant.
He can do any of that from the track.
Dude, all I
while
know-
he's riding.
You know how top ranked professionals, they can
Yes.
take anybody off a motorcycle
Yes.
at any given moment
Dude.
delicately, right?
Sean Dukes did it for David Iser, who used to host DMXS with us. They were riding together, and some guy took David out and whatever, and Sean goes, oh, okay. And he proceeded to just demolish this guy and just let him ease him off the track anywhere he wanted to.
Yeah.
They are so
Yeah,
precise.
when you're that good, man,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're-
nothing's off the table.
No,
right?
You're getting
and
it.
you could see it. Like you saw that happen. We were on the. I don't know. if
By
you-
the way, how awesome was it when he goes, that wasn't my bike. Like that is a
Oh,
viral video.
shit,
That is going
yes.
to be so, that'll get 1 million clicks. He goes, I don't know
Yes.
who's selling that.
So-
He goes, I've got the only one and it's in my house or it's in Atlanta, he said.
yeah.
Yeah.
My thought is, what if this dude is trying to pave the way for some of these bikes to have a marketplace?
Dude, that's not cool.
Because, I mean, there's dudes holding these kind of race winning machines, the actual ones, and they're like,
There you go, Chad. He's going to want that one.
dude, skim or die, bro. And then what's the subliminal message here? It says, second place
Second place whole shot.
is not a whole shot.
That's correct. It's
Oh,
not.
I can't stand that wording. I got
Man, I got
second
third
on
place on the whole shot. I'm like, what?
Stop it.
I double jumped. I barely didn't clear the double.
I've heard.
I doubled. I didn't double, but I cleared it.
I crashed during the whole shot. I've heard that.
Hey, you think about Chad Reed and the level. I do remember specifically Lars and Oscar when he named them to Team 22 Motorsports.
They got Dave Osterman too, right?
Osterman, yeah. So
I mean, my God, you
Abraham Lincoln.
yes. And when you get all them,
holy cow!
but I just
He did
remember
not
thinking,
chop the cherry tree down or anything. I know.
no, he didn't. But
Not even him, though.
Their,
It's George
their
Washington. Doesn't
axe
matter.
was just perfectly
He had John
sharpened.
Adams. He had the founding fathers.
When the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor, Chad Reed was
Hell
there. to
yeah.
see
We
He
it.
was
gonna
there
put
in
up with
Nagasaki
that,
when
son.
they did that.
Yes. So,
And he ran those Indians all the way to the ranch in Oklahoma.
but listen, you think about that and you think about the detail and how sweet everything was and how dialed.
Yep.
So today, Nick brings over his motorcycle and we're going to put new tires on it. He forgets
which is
the
not
tires.
sweet or
Hey, we're gonna put new tires on. I didn't bring the tires.
He forgot the tires. He's like, man, you're
Or
not
a
going to believe
stand.
this. I'm a dumbass. And so,
I got John. Now all John's shit's leaned up against each other in the
yeah,
garage.
he's got this domino system out there where he robbed
did
one
y'all
stand.
start taking the tire and getting it ready, and then you realize, oh shit?
No, he knew it
Okay.
beforehand. So we just said, okay,
Sick.
50% today, 50% tomorrow. But
You're not supposed to put them back on.
You're supposed to let them get
Yeah,
adjusted
you
to
got
the
to let
air.
them air out. And,
yeah,
you're
wanna
supposed to acclimate
season
the
them.
tires.
You put a little seasoning on them, get them ready.
Yeah.
You got to marinate them for 24 hours.
Yeah,
you wanna
Get some
sop that-
Tupperware. You got some tire
You
Tupperware.
sop that Italian on that inside of that bead, son.
You don't want your spokes.
Seriously.
You got to let them spokes breathe a little bit.
But I just think
That
about
is-
how goddamn immaculate Chad Reed kept his stuff. And then we crossed Shane Nally's path.
Oh, this is
Dude, how clean everything is. Me and Nick are over there with a dang hammer and a punch. And
he's about to throw up. Shane's like,
Shane just pulled his axle out as if it was like willing itself to come out. And me and
he was
Shane- me and-
dying to come out of there. Like,
Me and Nick are beating it with a hammer, and we're like, "Why did Shane just pull this thing?"
Shane put that axle back in like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. I mean, he
I
was
was
like,
like-
and there's 93 things to line up, and he was like,
He
I
just
swear
threw
to
the
God,
wheel.
it was like almost like he had his eyes closed. He pulled through the
He's
wheel.
talking
out
to you
there.
and just looking
Jake,
backwards.
he took the rear wheel. You know how sometimes you'll take the disc and it's hard
The
to get it between
chain,
the pads?
everything.
He went like this, one motion, just swings the wheel up in there. The disc went.
Freezes physics and gravity.
As soon as it
He
stops,
pauses the rotation of the earth.
and
and,
just
just slides the axle right. I mean, no alignment, no bullshit. No, I'm telling you, he slung that wheel up between the pads and then put the axle on it that fast.
And that's,
how long it took.
A race winning mechanic. He goes, hey, man, I've done this over 1 million times. So, of course, I'm better at it than you. But then I think about people like Lars. I think about people like Oscar. Still to this day, people are like, man, Oscar's one of the smartest dudes in the sport. And that was Chad Reed's like tight crew.
His brain trust, if you will.
It was his brain trust. But I just, man, I'm always impressed.
I could stand there and listen or watch chat. Like, it was so cool that we were parked next to them because just watching his intensity.
Oh, dude, he's not good for no reason. He's good for being purposeful. That's where I was headed with that team situation. A good leader that can put together a team that is the absolute best. Chad didn't have to be. That team probably wasn't impossible for him to run because he had such a good crew. When you got the right crew, that's why Nick can go race some races if he wants to race a race. Because the business will continue because you've got a pretty good crew, right?
Yeah. And like just talking to him up there and being around him and being around his kid and watching him talk to his kid and then watching him spend 45 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and 45.
Washing a motorcycle, taking it apart. And I can tell you this, it's 7 p.m. They were in that RV, lights out.
Asleep.
They never walked back out after
So
that 7 p.m.
So y'all didn't do karaoke till 4 a.m.?
No, I wasn't getting my ass whooped by him or his wife.
Dude, could you imagine they would fight with that intensity too?
Yes.
They would beat your ass
As a family.
as a
just get your ass
champion. You know what I'm saying?
So I on all of our social media, I just randomly add shirtless pics of Nick just looking like some psychotic killer.
Well, you're causing a lot of havoc around the world.
Well,
Kevin.
this guy goes, I'm a fan of the show, but that said, shirtless Nick Blackman pic looking like he's about to mount somebody's mom is disturbing.
I don't want this guy to be disturbed, dude.
It's just randomly shows up.
Nick, that was Nick's credential picture for what
Not
was
the
that for?
credentials.
Colorado 500.
Oh, Colorado 500. His credential.
He says it because of Mike Kardowski.
Kardowski.
You got your credentials for Kardowski.
When Kardowski picked up his credentials at the tower.
Yes.
Oh, so good, man.
Man, that makes me
We
laugh.
need one more word, and then I can write a country song about it.
Yep.
Curds.
I was picking up my credentials
For
else?
Kardashian.
for Kardowski, dude. I just know that is disturbing, and I don't know why you're so fixated on shirtless Nick, but I mean,
it makes me laugh because it just looks so wild when it just flashes
dude,
in
his
your
eye,
face.
you know why he can do his eyes like that? He drives down the road practicing, like opening his
Yes.
eyes. He
He'll
practices
literally put stakes in his eyeballs.
prop
to
them
hold
open,
them
let the juices get
with
in
a
there.
tomahawk.
A lot of people don't put that. They don't know about
Listen, you need
ribeye juice.
200 grams of protein
Tomahawk
a day.
protein.
You can absorb it in multiple ways, right?
Yeah, the most effective way to absorb protein is through your eyeballs, obviously.
Yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't
I
put
didn't
them
know that.
steaks in his eyelids.
How do you drive?
And so that picture is from immediately after the Wagyus were yanked out of his eyes.
They were tomahawks.
And he was shirtless
big
so
ones.
that the juices could run down his neck
And he could absorb it.
really get shiny meat, you know?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. All right, let's call
Feel
Logan.
it squishing
Do we
between
need
my
to call
toes.
Logan, or do we need to hear about this Braves game story?
What Braves?
The
game?
Braves game, y'all were saying upstairs, kept
Oh,
me.
yeah. This can be the Bromata story, the random Bromata.
The random I'm finally getting to
You get
participate,
to do
man.
it.
It's
Oh,
usually-
yeah.
It's usually Nick with the nonsense. So upstairs, we're talking about fights, and Nick is the only one. Jake, I don't know how you would be in a fight, but Nick is the only one I feel like super qualified
I'm a
for
laugher, not a fighter. I'm not
super
I'm not-
qualified for fighting. Like if me and Kevin are gonna get in a fight, like we're taking off, we're out. We don't need to be around this situation. So I was at a Braves game when
Say which Braves.
well, it was the Rome Braves. So it's the
Not
it's
even
the
a good one.
It's the dang farm team for the Braves. And it's close to my house. So we went to the stadium, and this is when iPhones had just came out. In fact, mine was a
Rome, Italy?
BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry. So I didn't really know how to use the camera. And there was a lady sitting in front of us that had a double row of eyebrows. And I'm like,
like a double rainbow. except
yeah, it's
there was
almost like a
eyebrows?
double rainbow. It's real intense. And so my buddy is like, dude, that lady's got 4 eyebrows. And I'm like, man, she really does. And we're talking and talking and talking. And he goes, take a picture of it. We got these cameras now that have phones on them because we had never had one before. It was new. And dude, we didn't know that thing had a flash. So when we took that picture, she's one in front of us, one to the side. So I'm holding this thing. And I mean, I flashed about even with her ear.
Not being smooth enough.
Not
You know
being
the funny
smooth,
thing about
dude.
that is,
Nothing.
if I had done that, I would have been like, "Woohoo, go Braves!" and I covered it up somehow. Like I,
I did do that.
He's at the concession
John,
stand. Like, woo!
no, I can see John freezing.
Oh, I froze, and then I go, God, these phones, I haven't learned how to operate it yet.
When she turns around, he's still pointing the phone at her.
Hey, stop moving, lady.
You damn eyebrows, you got 4 of them, and that's insane.
Well, anyway.
So the game goes on. Well, she sort of turned, and she didn't really acknowledge us, and everything was fine. And when we were leaving, this dude that 100% worked for the Bartow County DOT, you know, when you drive by and that dude's leaning on a shovel and he ain't done shit his whole career. This mug has a belly that is like 3 feet out in front of him. He comes up and dude, he threw his arms back and he took that belly and just rammed it into me.
He went belly to belly.
As
belly
I get to the
thrust.
top of the stairs, he goes, "Hey!" and he threw his belly into me, and I'm like, "God dang!"
You've ever been punched with a belly?
No, he threw his gut into me, and his shoulders were nowhere near me. It was just belly. He throws it into me, and he goes, "You down there taking pictures of my damn wife?" I said, "Look, man, it's a new smartphone. I don't know how to use it. I was just going to take a picture." And I didn't know that it had a flash. And now I'm trying to fake my way out of this as good as I can. He goes, "Well, look, she can't help it. She's so damn bug-eyed. She's got a thyroid problem." And I'm like, holy hell. And so my buddy's wife comes up and she goes, "It's okay. I have things wrong with me too. Look at these scars. I've been in a car wreck on this side. Look at this. I broke my arm on a
Wow.
bicycle when I
She's
was
trying to help?
She's trying like hell. So I throw my 2-year-old daughter on my shoulders because I'm like,
He ain't gonna push us both
if
down.
this man wants
Way to
to
go,
fight,
Costanza.
this man wants to fight for real.
he
He's
put
going to
his
have to.
daughter like as a shield.
Well, she was, I'm like,
No way he's gonna punch me with my daughter.
that's what I was hoping for. And then I look backwards and I'm like, God, he's going to shove me down.
That went through your mind.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, he won't fight me if I
Ava,
got a little
get on
baby
my
girl.
shoulders.
But I had Ava and everybody else is gone except for me and this dude's wife.
In his belly.
And that mug was not letting it go. He's like, "You come up there on that I-20 expansion, son. Don't see if I don't fling my shovel at you.
I see it 411.
I'll take my prop and I'll throw it at you." Because his prop is a shovel. He's never shoveled with it.
There is a condition where your eyeballs like bug out.
There
and I
is.
can't- and
She can't help it. She's so
I
damn
know she
bug-eyed.
can't- And I'm not.
That's what she said.
I'm not poking fun at it all. But there
He
used,
thinks he's better than everybody. Dude, that's what he said.
there used to be a commercial that came on all the time advertising.
take a dang 2x4 to the face of sin.
It was a commercial advertising the
Stupid
drug,
as hell, boy.
the drug that was for that.
For
Stuff
what?
on
Braves
For-
game fights?
for bugging eyes.
Oh, for thyroid.
Do
bug.
what?
Now there's
She
one.
can't help it.
Now there's one for the belly thing that he had too.
Dude,
That's called
if you could have seen his
Wagobi or
move.
Wagobi or
I wish I could show y'all.
something.
The DLC one or what those
Yeah.
shots are.
Oh, it's a GLP-1.
Yeah, there you go.
And that makes your gut get bigger
what?
for fighting.
Yes.
She can't help it.
he was
She's
a-
on GLP-1.
Do what?
Well, you
I
were-
can't hear you. Well, it's a smartphone.
Do what?
I said I wasn't making fun of your wife.
Do what? Do
He
what?
thinks he's better than everybody.
you were in Rome. He
I
could have been a
guarantee you.
sumo guy.
When in Rome. Dude, he looked like, that's what he was like. He was like a sumo guy.
This whole conversation.
He
was,
had a yellow
this
shirt
is you
on
and
his
that
shoulder.
guy.
Do what?
He thinks he's better than everybody.
Do what? Do what?
That's exactly
how
how it went down, Kevin. I mean, it was
and
close
some
call.
belly bumping and whatever.
And that is your Bromata story. I'm so thankful I finally got to provide one
Dude, that's great.
from a Braves game in
A
07.
damn, not even a good Braves. It's like the $8 a
No,
ticket
there's
Braves.
yes, it's cheap, but it's close. You run down 411, and I was basically next door to his county.
Yep.
Because actually, that is that Bartow County still? No, that's wrong. That's Floyd.
Yes, Floyd.
So I was next door to
Sloppy
his county
Floyd.
where he leans on his damn. Hey, that's a park or something.
Sloppy Floyd Park. Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Will Hahn said, "Don't answer when they
The
call."
Wolverine, Logan.
Wolverine.
Hello?
Logan Karnow.
What's going on,
That's
dude?
my best Supercross.
Dude, that was a good one, Kevin. You nailed that.
On an OnlyFans nipple shot Yamaha. Whatever.
Damn, dude.
Whatever is what he said. He
Pretty,
said
that's
whatever.
pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's no effect. That guy does have an effect. There's a lot of effect going on whenever you hear that dude. I've seen.
Dude, I think you nailed it.
He's like 5'8". He's like the most tiny guy. He's nothing at all what you would think.
Was his brother the guy that said, "Let's get ready to rumble"? I've
no,
always heard
that's
that
Michael Buffer.
No,
What
you're
is
thinking
this,
about
Jimmy Buffer?
No, you're thinking about.
No. Hey, welcome to the show, Logan
Yeah, we better
Karnow.
tell Logan hello first.
Hello. Sorry, you just hit our.
You're thinking about Michael Buffer did boxing, and Bruce Buffer is the UFC guy.
Okay,
Yes.
so these are
They are brothers,
They are
but not
brothers.
brothers to
not
this guy.
in Monster.
Nothing to do with
Monster
nothing to do with Supercross.
Nope.
Sorry, Logan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Hey, do you want to just listen to us talk for about 30 more minutes?
We're good at that. We're deep.
Hell yeah.
We're deep into
Here
the
for it.
fireball now. So
Oh, dude, that's right up my alley. I like it.
Yeah, Fireball, man. Just don't drink a lot of it. Just have a little and just laugh a little. Hey, so
Hey,
Yeah.
let me tell you something, Logan. If you like Fireball like we do, which unfortunately, one day, like I don't know why you would do this, but Fireball and chocolate milk.
it sounds disgusting,
Oh.
but like a good quality, thick chocolate milk.
It's a
I'm not
game
even
changer.
joking.
It is delicious.
50-50 is the ratio. And man, it's like cinnamon chocolate milkshake or something.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oof. That sounds kind of rough to get drunk off of, but I mean, I'm not opposed to
No,
it.
we
I mean,
don't
maybe
drink it.
one or two, but like just throwing up a bunch of chocolate milk later on is rough.
We're not drinking, but we're only
Yeah,
drinking
exactly.
one, and it's going to be
Right.
pretty small.
Just when you want to be classy.
when you're no, it's,
Like when you don't want to.
You go up to the bar, and go, give me your finest chocolate milk and some Fireball, please, sir.
some of your premium. You need to use the word premium.
Not that 2% bull crap. Give me that damn Publix brand. You
I
know
need
where it
whole
is. That
milk,
ice
Choco
cold.
Life. You know what I'm saying?
Chocolate Charm. Don't give me that Choco Charm. My mom used to buy Choco Charm. That was some bullshit chocolate milk.
It's
Watered
watery.
It was powdered skim water milk. Dude. It's terrible. Anyway,
All right, Logan, we're going to get serious right now. Starting
this
now.
segment is brought to you by Premium Signs and Banners. I think we know that guy, Buck. You're
Oh,
big Buck.
there we
Riggle.
go. Yeah, he jumped on my program this year. He's an awesome dude. He's helped me out quite a bit so far.
He is really a good guy. He's whatever he throws it when it jumps into, he's fully committed. Like he's helped us. Like our website is jam up because of him, 100%.
Yeah, damn, that's awesome. Yeah, he reached out to me when I kind of made a post looking for sponsors and stuff, and yeah, he did all my pit setup and banners and the whole shebang, and everything came out looking sweet. And he got it to me like stupid fast. Like I don't even know how he got it to me that fast. It was
He
impressive.
works his wife hard, dude. She's out there like sewing up
Just
your
sewing
banner
the
and everything.
sewing the tent top.
She's part Chinese.
She's in the garage just doing everything.
Yeah.
Hey, how much room does that thing take up when it's all packed up? Does
Dude,
that collapse?
It's
Because it's
funny
a
you say
big
that.
setup.
I saw his van. I think you posted a photo of your van just unloaded or something.
Yeah.
What in the hell is in that van? It's so packed out. There's not an inch left.
That's what I'm wondering. How do you fit this?
Dude, yeah, it's kind of tough. Like it's nice having a smaller van for reasons like, you know, we stay in the cities every single weekend and being in parking garages, going through drive-throughs, like think it's amazing gas mileage. But then it kind of sucks, you know, because we would like a little bit more room, which I don't know. I might end up getting a Sprinter here soon again, but yeah, I mean, we just got 2 bikes in there, the whole pit setup, bunch of tires. I mean, my whole life basically. I mean, usually going to the races, it's not as packed as that is, but we were going from everything I had in California. I was bringing everything back to Florida, and we stopped in Houston on the way. So that's like the most stuff that's ever going to be in there. So
Hey, you mentioned
We'll
your,
be back there.
your gas mileage. What do you think is good gas mileage? have
we're
any
getting
idea?
probably like, depending if we get a little tailwind, sometimes like, I don't know, between 23 to 27.
Oh,
Wow, that's
damn.
actually good, dude. I figured
What
loaded.
What are you in?
It's called a Mercedes Metris.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's way better. I thought you were going to say 10 or 11. I was trying
Yeah.
to calculate
Yeah,
Oh, no.
how much you're spending.
My truck's
here.
like 17. I got a 2500 Chevy, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you're definitely winning that. You're getting the best gas mileage of anybody on the circuit for sure.
I think so. I mean,
It's helpful.
yeah.
All right, so tell us what happened. You're injured currently. So how long are you out for, and when will we see you again on OnlyFans Naked?
Yeah, I'm sorry if I keep coughing. Something just jumped on me a few days ago. I'm kind of sick, but
What was her name? California
yeah,
girl?
round two of at San Diego. I was actually riding really good in qualifying. I ended up qualifying 27th, and I was, even ahead of some like pretty good guys. And Heat race went okay. LCQ, a few laps to go in the LCQ. I just made a little bonehead move. I was just going for a pass on somebody and I got a little tiny bit cross-rutted and landed not on a tough block, but enough for my foot to kind of catch the tough block. And then it threw me over the front and basically shoulder checked into the next jump, which caused me to break my collarbone pretty bad. Like I broke it off of the end of like the shoulder blade or something like that.
Heck yeah.
And did like some ligament damage and stuff. And what sucks is I tell everybody I broke my collarbone, they'd be like, "Oh, you're back in like a week or 2, 3 weeks."
No.
I'm like, "No, dude. Like this one sucks." My surgeon and the guy that does my and my PT, Steve Navarro, he's always at all the Supercross race with all like the factory guys. Even he said, he's like, you need to be easy on that thing for like 4 weeks and probably 6 to 8 weeks till you can start riding. So that really sucks. Every time I'm not a big crasher, but every time I do crash and get hurt, it's always a pretty good one. Which
We get
is
your
a
money's
bummer.
worth.
Also have, yeah, exactly. Also have 2 broken ribs for sure, clean in half, which
Me too.
that has been more sucky than. Oh my god, dude!
Yes.
That
I did the same thing.
Having broken ribs makes you feel like the biggest pussy. Like every single thing that you do hurts. Everything, breathing,
Getting out of the bed.
Anything.
Sneezing is like scary, right?
Hey, it was awesome. I broke mine.
Dude.
Same deal as you. I broke mine. It was 8 screws and a plate and then 2 ribs. And my wife,
jeez.
it was Valentine's Day.
Of course. That's
And
when you do
she
it.
was leaving for the state wrestling tournament that night. And I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I really need some help here. So she was gone. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you were by yourself.
I was by myself, went to surgery by myself with my son, drove me. I'm like, holy cow. These idiots.
You didn't. Whoa, I was about to say.
These idiots. I
We
mean,
were
that's,
there to pick you up for surgery.
Yes, they were there. Let me tell you about my surgery experience. So I get wheeled out. I did not know it. My son's like, these dudes are here. Like they come out and were y'all in Evil Knievel suits?
yes.
Okay,
We
they
wore
were
Evil
in
Knievel suits.
full
to the
Evil
surgery
Knievel
center.
suits, and they're like, "Hey, is he ready? We got to jump tonight." Like they were picking me up for a big jump.
That's what Nick's in there telling the
And they're
nurses.
telling the nurse he's got to jump tonight. What are
we
we
got to
doing?
have him on a bike in like 2 hours.
And I was like so groggy. I'm
No
like,
way.
what's going on here?
Hilarious.
You guys are crazy. Like
You guys are crazy.
yeah,
It made me laugh. My son was like, "Who in the hell?"
We
Like,
were full on Evil Knievel suits, and we
got 9 buses to jump to.
I had
Yeah.
completely forgotten about the Evil Knievel situation.
Man, it made me laugh. But yeah, the same thing. My ribs and everything. I was like for days. So my wife was gone all weekend, and getting out of that bed, Raleigh,
Yeah,
so bad.
dude, it's. Oh my god! It almost knocks the wind out of you every time you try to step out of bed.
Terrible. And then Cody Schott got hurt the next weekend, or maybe the weekend before. They're like, dude, he got healed up. Like I'm like,
He's doing push-ups that afternoon.
He was in the doctor's office. I said, I don't know what it is. They told me you're out for like 3 months. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like the normal collarbone, you just break it right down the middle. They plate it, and you're pretty much good to go. Like, I mean, already it actually feels pretty good, but it's just more the ligament that I tore that is kind of being a little hold up. But yeah, man, I'm hoping to get out there as soon as I possibly can. It freaking sucks. I mean, 2 years ago, I had a pretty big injury. I messed up my foot pretty bad, and I was at the first round. Got through all last year safe, and then this year, round 2, I get hurt. I'm like, fuck, man, it blows, but it's part of it, dude. These dirt bike things are a little bit dangerous sometimes, but yeah, we'll get through it and hopefully come out swinging towards the middle to end of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so
Well-
let's get into some of your sponsorship because everybody likes to know about the OnlyFans stuff and how that even came to be.
Yeah, so in 2022, god dang, it's been a while now. In 2022, middle of 2022, I was riding for this guy. He's based out of Ohio. He was kind of like throwing money at me to do a team with just me and him. Just he would basically fund everything and pay me a good salary. And at the time, I was riding for the International Supercross race team, which is Bubba Pauly's team. And it was amazing, and he was going to help support me that whole year. But I pretty much had 2 options on the line. I had Bubba, who was going to just pay for everything for me, or this guy I had to take a chance on who was going to pay for everything for me plus a good salary. So I called Bubba. He's like, you kind of be stupid not to take that if everything works out. I'm like, yeah, all right, well, I'll try to take this approach then. So midway through the 2022 Supercross season, he basically effed me over as bad as you can possibly screw somebody over. I pride myself on being great to all my sponsors. I've had most of my sponsors for most of my career. And then this dude just sent me a paragraph about a very, very long paragraph and basically accused me of everything under the sun, saying that the bikes that he bought me are stolen, that the van he gave me for the season was stolen. And dude, it was absolutely insane. The cops got involved. He was trying to report me to the police and all this stuff. I'm like, I never did one thing wrong to this dude, and he's like losing his mind. I never got paid. I got paid $5,000 of the salary, and the salary was supposed to be pretty good. So he owes me a lot of money still to this day. So I'm pretty sure he just didn't want to pay me and was trying to get out of this somehow. His crazy ass way to get out of it.
Is that when Lucas had just started his agency?
I'm thinking like, Kevin, that might be a little edgy, but okay.
Yeah, it was Lucas Myrtle. That was his first guy.
I know, but it's just an edgy
well, I mean,
question.
Anyway, I'm just kidding, obviously. But
I know.
So anyway.
So yeah, I made like a post on social media, and I had a OnlyFans girl reach out to me, a very successful one, and she just offered me some money to put her handle on my shroud for one of the weekends. It was in Detroit, actually. So the dude wasn't going to allow me to race the bikes or anything. So I actually went into my local dealership, bought a bike the Friday before Detroit Supercross, then drove 3 hours to Detroit. I was supposed to do press day and everything that day, but with all that bullshit going on, I wasn't able to. And yeah, it ended up working out pretty good. The sponsorship kind of blew up in the sport because nobody had ever seen really anything like that go on, like a pretty girl sponsoring a dude. And yeah, I mean, it kind of got posted everywhere, and then she had a lot of success with this. She saw, her sales go up quite a bit, and
sales, I love
then
it.
sales,
all these products,
content sales, man.
Yes, content.
But after that, I kind of had a bunch of OnlyFans girls starting to reach out to me because they were actually seeing an upside to it. They were making money on it, and I was making money on it. So
Hold on.
Nick's writing this down.
Slow down. I'm writing all this down.
They reach out to you. Wow. That's like strippers like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to trying to get through school. No.
Yeah, I just want to make it through school, man.
Dude, yeah. It was a couple cool months, that's for sure.
Picture
but
shrouds.
So, hey, the first girl you threw the handle on the shroud, like that came with money also?
Yeah.
Because you always throw down.
She paid me.
Go ahead.
She paid me $2,500 to put her name on my bike for one of the weekends, and at the time I had nothing. I was like, man, that would be such a huge help. I mean, that would cover so much. And yeah, she was cool enough to do that, and then she actually stuck with me for the next weekend too. And we got the graphics looking a little bit edgier. We put like her butt on the side of my bike, like an animated version of her butt, and so yeah, pretty much all that happened. And yeah, it was cool. I don't know.
I'm writing all this down.
Some of the people were, but
I'm so inspired. You're my hero now.
Dude, I just think about the difficulty of trying to get these graphics made during the week. And then we got to get them on the bike because sometimes you'll take a sponsor just like that. That was just for the weekend, you thought, and it ended up going a second week.
Yeah. It all worked out pretty good. So there was some other OnlyFans girls that reached out to me, other businesses and stuff like that. So pretty much I was getting people to pay to get on my shroud every single weekend, and it actually worked out pretty good. I was able to make a nice little chunk of change towards the end of the year after all that crap went south. And I don't do outdoors, so kind of midway through the summer, me and I had an agent at the time. He was like, why don't you just reach out to OnlyFans direct and like see if they'd be interested in doing anything? It's like, just super random. And yeah, I just messaged their basic email, and I got a reply pretty much immediately. And their marketing guy followed me. He sent me an email, followed me on social media, and I had a Zoom meeting with them and met with my agent. We kind of set up a proposal for them, and they accepted it. And I've been with them now for the last going on 4 years now.
Dude,
hold on, slow down. Everybody's writing this down. Like everybody listening is like,
nobody wants any sponsorship. They just want to know how to get to these people. No, seriously. So I just find that so amazing because number one, it worked immediately. And that's rare, right?
It solved a big problem, which is cash flow for this guy.
Yeah, cash flow. I mean, that $2,500 probably got you to the next flipping race.
And I mean, he's got women reaching out to him. How can I be a part of your program?
I get all over your junk, right?
Yes.
So, but it's mostly like it's rare as heck to throw a logo on a shroud and have immediate response.
Return, yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I see guys that goes, yeah, man, if anybody wants to jump on my shroud, I'm like, does that really work? Like, whatever, but apparently it does.
It works if you put an ass
Yeah.
on it.
Right.
It was kind of during a time that I was kind of getting a lot of publicity with what happened with my sponsor, so that definitely helped as well.
Good for
Because
you.
Racer X and everybody, Pulp MX, everyone was kind of talking about my story just to try to help give me some support. And then when she reached out to me and it was kind of a whole thing, I think people just wanted to support her,
Oh, dude.
She's going to college, dude.
Listen,
Well, they're going to check on it and make sure that she was legit. They got to go to the
And you got to pay
handle.
whatever that is.
You
Well,
go
you
home,
pay
you're
to
like,
make sure.
honey,
Yeah, pay the track fee.
Yes.
honey, I did not want to subscribe to this, but I'm trying
It's
to
for
help
Logan.
this. It's
I'm
for
trying to
Logan
help
to
Logan
race.
out.
Yeah.
This is all for Logan.
Logan need a little help racing, so I've
And
got.
who am I to not support him?
Yeah, so
By supporting this.
that's why I subscribed.
Look,
to
I'm
her
helping two people, man.
OnlyFans. Yeah,
Who would have
Dude,
thought?
I'm just saying.
Who would have thought $400 a month for 6 years would have done that?
It's just a genius. It's just absolutely, it has to have a positive effect with some of your other people that would be on the fence. I mean, you can say, well, this other person helped me and they got a 1,200% return. So,
Yeah, Lori KJ145 is crushing it right now.
yeah, like I'm talking like actual sponsors though. I mean, I know y'all want to keep on and talk about the sins of the flesh.
I don't want you.
He thinks he's better than everybody.
I don't want you discounting Lori KJ.
two before to the face of sin.
Sorry, we have some of these pre-programmed.
I don't like John discounting Lori KJ145 and
Do
her
what?
legitimate business.
Listen, dude.
Do what?
It
That's
is obviously a
another one.
legitimate business. She can fling him $2,500 for the
Duh.
one weekend, and then she's like, "Hey,
She's doing
let's
better
do
than we
it
are. I
again."
can tell you that right now.
But,
Do
yeah.
what?
When I heard that number,
Do what?
that's what I thought.
I just know like it is expensive. I mean, you're driving all across the country, and it's so unknown. I know you probably have done it long enough now to put a budget together, but
Yeah.
there-
So how have you done it? Like you've been doing it since 15 now. Is that correct? We're in our 10th or 11th year.
Yeah. I'm pretty washed up at this point.
No,
but man,
no.
I don't think so.
No, dude. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that sits there and tells Austin Fortner after he crashes. I watch these guys I'm
No.
like, you're an asshole. That would just hang it up. Why? He makes money riding a dirt bike.
you're
Why
doing
the
what
fuck
you
would
wanna
you
do.
want?
and he makes
Yeah.
more than he could ever make
Yes, and
working
you
at a
got-
job.
Yeah. So I'm all
I
about.
know. I'm just making a joke at myself, but yeah, I mean, I've been at it for a while, and like the first, 7 years of my career, I was kind of just getting by race to race, and now that I have a lot of good people supporting me with OnlyFans and O'Neill, and I have a ton of great sponsors. I'm able to make a pretty good living riding a dirt bike, just traveling around. Now I'm able to fly to the races and staying in a little nicer hotels instead of Motel 6s every weekend, and able to pay my mechanic pretty well. I work hard to make my program good. I mean, even though we're out of a van, it's a very well ran program in my opinion.
maybe you
like
can
we have a
give
very
us a-
presentable pitch set up, and
You
Yeah,
can give
yeah,
us
yeah.
a little bit of advice.
Thanks to
because
Buck.
We had a
Yeah,
situation
yep.
where it's summertime. We're in Georgia. Kevin's got this thing where he puts his feet up on the counter during our show. Like
Just
he's
bare
prospect-
feet, dude. Like
just-
athletes' feet, just green fumes coming off his feet. Okay?
But
I
now
don't think
where-
that's the case,
Now
but-
I'm realizing where we missed the sponsorship opportunity was
Tenactin.
Only
we
feet.
did have somebody reach out
Yes.
to Kevin
Some weirdos about my feet.
about his feet.
Foot pics
Oh.
or something. What was that, Kevin? It was like
Onlyfeet.com or
Something.
Something
I should
like
have.
a-
I should have
Oh, the
leaned
feet-
into it. Yes, my feet
Feet
were.
Finder.
Yeah.
Feet Finder, dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
So now I'm seeing Kevin, way to go. We missed the boat because you want to be all stingy with your feet.
you
Damn,
need to
dude,
hang your
you
junk
missed an
out.
opportunity
I
right
see.
there.
Had I heard this interview, then I
Yes.
would have leaned into it and I would have wiggled those toes and just did all this stuff.
Slowly wiggling the big
Dang it.
toe.
Slow
That is
motion
so
toe
funny.
wiggling.
You've inspired us. So tell me about some of the pushback you might have had from Feld and Supercross.
And butt cheeks on your shroud. And
yeah,
things
and
like
whatever that looks like, and how we've gotten
Yeah,
past that.
I mean, from the AMA and Feld side of it, they've never pushed back at me at all on the sponsorship. I mean, I'm sure they don't love it. I mean, but they have always been cool to me about it. They've never said anything that I can't do it. I do think they have a rule in the rule book basically saying they don't want like the females anymore sponsoring the riders.
Like an individual.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I made that rule, but
That's kind of cool.
But OnlyFans itself, they've always been super cool.
I wonder if it's because
fan,
they have a list of some of the failed employees that are actually OnlyFans subscribers, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to lay off that, bro.
Yeah.
You're good. We got no problem with that."
No, what it was is they're like, "We're going to do something about this." Yeah, we're. Do you have a discount code?
We're going to do something about this after we get your discount code.
Their discount code.
Oh, we're good. I think we're all
OnlyFans.
cool here.
Now we've settled up.
I was wanting to start a site named Only Dan's, like just nothing but dudes named Dan.
Yeah, that'll work.
No,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
We have a joke.
Stall the bone.
We got
Only
this,
Jan's, like girls named Jan. No,
we got one named Jen near us. We had this girl near our boat that said she had an OnlyFans. And as soon as we drove off, my buddy was like, "She's got an OnlyFan page. There's no plural.
Not everyone can sponsor Logan for the weekend.
It's
right?
not for that kind of money.
No, I'm saying.
She has no plural. Like it's got to be only her boyfriend.
So what are we doing in Florida? Is that home base for you?
Yeah, I'm technically in Georgia, pretty much on the Florida Georgia line, kind of over by Lake Cairo, Georgia area.
Yep.
I mean, you're not far from us. We're in Atlanta. We're just north of Atlanta. If you ever want to pop in and do a show with us, dude, come on.
Oh shit, that'd be sick. Yeah, we're only like 3.5 hours from there.
Yeah, man, let's
we
do
just
it.
flew out of there.
Yeah, I think
to go home for,
Buck wants to come in for a show, so we need to line
Dude,
you
that'd
and
be
Buck.
cool. Yeah,
That'd
if
be
you
fun.
and Buck were here, that'd be sweet.
I've told Buck, I said, come on over because he wants to kind of see how it all, like, see the magic.
And he's from South Alabama.
He is from
So he might not be
Oklahoma.
too far from you, actually.
Probably 5 hours, maybe.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. I was thinking it's not too bad. Dude's
that'd
super
be
knowledgeable though, right? I mean, you threw down what you
Yeah.
were kind of thinking. You probably threw him some logos, and next thing you know, it's the
30 minutes later.
big shipment comes to your house.
Right.
Is that how it went down?
Yeah, man, he was on it. I mean, the second I got all those logos to him, I mean, I had a proof sent over to me like ASAP, and yeah, I mean, dude, everything's been just amazing with him. It's everything fit perfect, and he's just a stand-up guy, and he's the man.
Yeah,
I'll be with him for years to come, hopefully.
It's so rare to find somebody that does exactly what they say they're going to do. Like I texted him yesterday. I was at work, and I was like, "Hey, man, blah blah blah. Something's happening on the site. Something about the shipping." 30 seconds, he calls me, and we're on the phone for 50 minutes, and we fixed
50
it
minutes.
for an hour. We were literally talking about all the stuff, and he's like trying to run through all the scenarios. And
But he fixed it immediately.
yeah, for sure.
What a cool. That's
Yeah, he handles our whole site and our e-commerce and all of our merch. So
Logan, if you're bored to death,
Damn,
look at
fuck.
winnerstakeyall.com and read the descriptions that Kevin wrote for all. Just start clicking on merch and read what it says, man.
Well, it gives you a place to go how to use a shirt. How the fuck are you supposed to use a shirt? So I just come up with all kind of stuff. You want to murder somebody, wear this shirt, buy 3 of them, change them every 4 hours so the
That
cops
way you can
can't
get away.
Yes, and don't leave DNA on this shirt. Like all the ways
I've
to
said this
kill
one
people and
1,000 times, but Kevin wrote on one of our shirts, this shirt comes with 2 armholes and a hole for your neck.
as it should.
Like, dude,
That's how you use it. There's
What
no
a
I mean, he's not wrong.
I mean, imagine trying to purchase something and you're like, oh, hell, it's got a hole for your neck.
killer.
dude.
There's places for videos. I'm going to put videos on how to use
of how to put the shirt on.
like I don't
How
know,
many
changing
times have
oil
you
on a
bought
motorcycle.
shirt and get it home, you put it on,
You don't know how to use it?
Son of a bitch, there's no armholes.
And then you realize you ordered a bag of grass seed, and you're like, "Where the hell do I
What
do with
is
all this
happening?
seed when I put my shirt on?"
All right, so how long are we out? Like where do you see yourself jumping back in and doing some racing?
I'm hoping. I mean, I really am just guessing because I don't know exactly, but I'm hoping around maybe Detroit-ish area. That might be pushing
That's
it.
your
But that'd
spot.
be
That's
cool.
where that's where it all happened.
That's my spot, dude. It's only 2 hours from my house, and yeah, all my friends, family, they all come to that race, and I get along with the dirt there pretty well. So I'm hoping for that one, if not the round after that. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of a bummer, but shit happens. It could be a lot worse. Just collarbone and some ribs,
I must have announced you like I did Loretta's and Minios and Freestone and all the stuff. So I know you were in the mix whenever I was announcing. I just don't even remember.
Dude, I sucked. I really sucked as an amateur, to be honest with you. I mean, we did do the whole thing. Like we tried. My family took me around trying to do Loretta's and everything, and
What's
I
your
made it
best
to
finish
Loretta's
there?
in like the super mini class. I made it in the 85 class one time. I actually did okay in the 85 class. Then I made it in the super mini class and went like 38, 39, something in every single moto.
Consistent.
I don't really have a whole lot to. I don't really. It's consistent. Yeah,
Dude, that's
So
how
you
you
really
battle
have a
with
whole
that
lot to
same
show
guy.
for
Like,
it.
seriously, we're both 37th, 38th every moto.
every moto. We got to find this guy.
Who is he? So
Yeah.
you've done the Baja Bra and all that stuff?
Oh no, I'm not a good outdoor rider very at all. I
Like
always
that
tended
beat
to
out
do
sand
better.
track?
Oh my God, no, dude. I'm not very good at that. Where I grew up in Ohio is basically riding on cement.
Okay.
So when I get to sand, I tend to struggle on it a little bit. And I don't know. I'm not good at like hanging it out. That's why I feel like I stick to Supercross.
That's fair.
dude.
It's,
Fair.
you can get away with just being smooth and going a little bit faster versus if you just go smooth outdoors, you really have to hang it out to go fast outdoors. And I'll be honest, man, when I hit third gear on my 450, I get a little puckered up.
Yeah, you're good with second gear for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
You got some questions?
But yeah, dude, growing up, I was always better at the indoor stuff. We'd always do like the amateur arena cross stuff and like the Las Vegas World Finals and stuff. And yeah, and growing up in Ohio, like I said, there's like there was some local indoor tracks that we rode all winter, and I don't know. I just always mesh with the indoor stuff better than the outdoor stuff.
Dude, that's interesting because everything from an amateur perspective is all outdoor moto, but you kept on doing it with not as much success as you might have had. Like you're making the show, you're making Supercross rounds, and like if we were to look at your amateur career, we would never have thought that.
No, it's pretty cool. I would have never really thought I would have had a very good pro career, and I mean, I've had some good years. I mean, I was making almost every single 250 night show for multiple years, or I'm sorry, every single main event for the most part, multiple years. I ended up 10th overall in 250 East points back in 2022 or 21. I've had some really good years, but yeah, I'm getting older now, and I figured it was just time to move to the 450 class, and if I could squeak in some few 450 main events, that'd be pretty cool. I feel like I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in the 250 class, and now just getting in some 450 main events would be pretty cool for me.
What about like this Triple Crown? So I'm watching from a perspective from a rider that likes to race versus a guy that can throw down a heater. Like to get into those main events, you just got to be able to throw it down and get a lap time versus racing your way into it. What's your take on those in terms of getting into a main event there?
Yeah, qualifying, I feel like I'm okay usually in qualifying, but I really don't think they're much. I mean, saying to make a 450 main event versus making a Triple Crown, I mean, it's really the same thing with just the LCQ. But yeah, I mean, they're tough. I mean, they're cool when you do make them, though. I've made a couple 450 Triple Crowns, and it's neat going into the night show knowing you don't have to stress about trying to make the main event. Like, you're already in the main event. It's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely a lot more pressure in qualifying.
Has there been like a heat race you go, I'm just going to cruise around because this ain't happening? There's 13 dudes that are going to smoke my ass. I'm going to just get out there. Let's get ready for that LCQ.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying, but I mean, sometimes we're just straight up getting 16th in the heat races. Like, I mean, at A1 and San Diego, like I felt like I rode really good, but I think I got 15th in the one heat and 16th in the other heat. And I'm like battling with like freaking Grant Harlan and like, I don't know if Grant Harlan was the guy, but I was battling around like really good guys, and we're literally battling for 14, 15, 16. I'm like, God damn, dude, like
Yeah, you got the hard heat
so
race.
hard. And then I,
Yes.
get all the keyboard warriors in the comments like, dude, can't even make a main. I'm like, dude, like look at the guys that aren't making main events. Like it's not easy. If it was easy, I mean, we'd
Well,
be making
even
them all
those
the time.
guys
but
are really
it's
good
tough.
riders. You
There's
can't-
11 factory dudes. There's dudes that like AP
yeah.
and some other guys
doesn't
are
leave
not
many
making
places
it.
left, right? I mean, you've got
I mean,
a
there
pretty
was
good
four
list.
There was four factory
Yes.
bikes in the LCQ at A1.
That was a main event. That was an incredible main event.
Yeah.
LCQ.
Yeah, the LCQ was the
Yeah,
main,
right.
Hey, speaking about the
Man,
haters,
yeah.
I love,
Yes, please keep doing that.
love
Do it. Please.
I know where this is going.
calling out your haters, bro. It is the
Some fat tub of shit says, "Ugh, you can't do
you
it."
can't even make a main event, and it's this fucker holding up a catfish with a beer.
Like, what are you talking about?
Hell yeah, brother! I could have made it.
He thinks he's better than
So
everybody.
give us. You got an example, Nick? Give me more. Tell me more.
Oh, he's post like he'll go through and post all the
Their
dudes.
comment.
Yes,
Yes, their
it's-
comment,
Beautifully done. Like, even RC and the guys are like, hell yes.
and it like
It's comical, dude.
some dude that's got a belly hanging over his belt, bald with a big beard.
back
and
night
like,
you used to
doing
race.
this shit,
Bad
idiot.
idea.
God dang, I'm so.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like. I've never wanted to talk smack on Instagram. Like, I just don't know how people do that. Like,
I don't either.
I mean,
But what you're doing back,
99
that is a thing.
the perfect
and
thing.
You need
It's
to
perfect.
lean into that so hard.
Yes, you're.
Because that is so
Who was
awesome.
it? Who was it? I reposted? Was it Greco this week?
Yeah.
Like he's
I
driving
just
down the
reckon.
road and he's like, dude.
I'm never going to make a main. I don't care. I know where I'm at.
But he said he goes, I'll make the night show. I don't even practice that week. So as long as I can keep doing that, then fuck off.
You're never
Like,
going to run me off. You're going to see me for a while.
give me all
You're
that.
having fun, do what you want, but
Yes.
they're just so funny, man.
I love when people get into your wallet, tell you how to live your life and earn
Yeah.
your money. I'm like, if somebody came to me like, man, you suck at being a fireman, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, get out of here. Like, I'll be
Hey.
so bummed out too.
Let me, and I've
for sure.
way no reason to be as confident for shit that I am, but the reason not the only reason I couldn't post that kind of stuff, because I hate that kind of stuff when people are stupid, but I don't see how anybody posts anything like that, because I would be so afraid
He's going to come back.
that 10,000 people that you don't know are
Yes,
about to
they
dig
got-
into your life.
Yes.
And just tear
Look
you
at this
to
idiot. He got
shreds.
divorced 3 times. He's been bankrupt. Like, they know all your shit.
Yes.
I can find all the stuff on you.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be a thing where like,
So
people
what was
were-
the genesis of that idea?
I actually saw a TikTok of some dude doing it, and like, he was like a snowboarder or something. I was like, man, I'm gonna steal that idea.
Oh, it's
Love
awesome.
it.
Like, I did the first one, and people loved it. Like the one, like when I'm in the pits, that's the first thing like most people want to talk to me about. Actually, they're like, "Oh, dude, we love those videos."
You know what we need to make
So
a
I just
point?
keep doing them.
We
And
need
then
to make
people
a-
are still talking shit even after they see the videos. I'm like,
Yeah, they're
"Dude,
hoping to be
this gonna
featured
hurt my
now.
next
You're
video."
getting it.
They're looking to be featured, man. I'm gonna get on Logan's feature.
We need to make a point to go back on all yours.
Do what?
That's what.
And then go in on the people's picture too. The funniest thing we can think of to comment on that person's
yeah.
picture.
Yeah, to
That's
support.
hilarious.
Bring
Can
it
you
back
tag
up.
those people? That'd be so awesome if you were tagging their, like they were getting a notification that.
Oh yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Like if I put them on my story, I'll just tag their profile, and then people go to their profile and talk some shit. But I mean, I'm just giving them the publicity that they deserve, right?
Oh, my-
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, those
they
guys
chose
are
that,
asking
but
for it.
What's funny is like I'll have dudes like they'll actually like message me and get mad at me that I did it. I'm like, brother, you said it. Why are you mad at me? I'm
Oh,
just
so it's
showing
cool
people.
when you do it to me, not cool when I do it
No, I'll
back.
blow you out. Sorry,
Okay.
bro.
And I had nothing to do with the 200 comments about your fat wife.
Yeah,
Sorry, bro.
exactly.
And your kid who's got whatever. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
Hey, we got top 5,
That's
6
freaking
questions.
hilarious.
So we've got 6 questions, even though it's the top 5, 6 questions. No, right here.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna do the top 5,
Yeah,
6.
give me-
Hey, I was gonna ask as
Do
we
it.
pull these up. I'm not sure where they're at. Nick, take the screen. Logan, one time I was driving from Georgia to Colorado, to Utah, and my toy hauler was behind my truck, and it caught on fire and burned to the ground. And so you're traveling the country. What's some of the craziest stuff you've seen or that's happened to you? You've had any insane travel stories from the number of miles you guys lay down?
Yeah, actually, crazy you say that because I had the exact same thing happen to me driving home from Salt Lake City after the 2023 Supercross season.
Burning down the rig.
So we were burning down. So, all right, we were driving a van. We drove back to Florida. My buddy had his vehicle, and we packed both of our vehicles completely packed to the gills, like full of all my shit to get it back to Ohio. And I ended up buying a wakeboarding boat on the way back.
Well, dude, it was
Picked
time.
the wakeboarding boat
Yeah,
up.
it was.
I mean, you gotta
had,
do
had
it,
to be
dude.
time. I mean,
We're about
when it
we're,
hits, it
we're about
hits.
2 hours from my house, and my buddy's vehicle that's towing my boat sparked a flame under the motor. We stopped, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing's like starting to go up. And then my buddy, luckily he undid the boat trailer and drove the thing basically while it was completely on fire. The whole front of it was on fire, and thankfully got it away from my boat. But that's crazy you say that.
But you had
so I had a
insurance.
bunch of, again, I probably had no insurance.
No, I mean,
it
you
was
had
my
it on-
buddy's vehicle that he paid for like $500.
Yeah, so you just had liability.
But at least
or-
the boat was handled.
The boat was fine, but I had a lot of stuff in there, like helmets and a bunch of stuff, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
When it all
that's
burns
crazy
up.
you say that. I had a similar story.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to say that.
Hey.
I thought you were going to tell something.
Let me
got a
ask you a
story too. My
question.
house
Just
burned down. That was
this
cool.
is just a semantics and logistics question about that burning up. When yours caught on fire and started burning up, were there just by chance a car full of little Asian guys that pulled up and started helping y'all out doing stuff?
They patrol the interstates because that's what happened to John.
That's what happened with John.
Well,
He
they
had-
Mexicans or
No,
No, they were Asians. Yeah, we had
they
I had
patrol the interstates, and if
They
there's
had
a car
little,
fire,
it was like a group of little
And
angel
they-
ninjas.
We
and
called them ninjas.
and you didn't even ask them; they just jumped out and like almost moved you out of the way.
They
and
started helping. So I had a retired firefighter
Wow,
with
that's
me,
nice.
and he goes, "Hey, disconnect the truck." And I was like, "Oh, we're going to lose everything." I knew immediately when he said unhook the truck, like we're losing everything. So I didn't worry about the bikes. We had like 5 or 6 bikes in the back, and when we got done, my guys were like, "Hey, this is so good. Those Asian dudes were helping us." And I'm looking around. I'm like, "What Asian guys?" And they go, 5 Asian dudes showed up and just started cutting motorcycle straps and wheeling the bikes out. And while the trailer's on fire, like it's rolling smoke and fire and flames and everything. And
Wow.
I'm like, where are these guys? And nobody could, they had no
gone.
idea. They left. And I have one picture that someone took, and you can see the Asian dude in the corner of the picture. So
he's karate chopping the bikes, like like
yeah, they are real. And dude, one guy was standing on
All
the seat,
black.
like
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the crane
I think
technique.
Kevin's got a recording of when they were helping out. Kevin, tell
Oh, play the
Hold
recording.
on, let me see if I can dig it up here. Yeah, get out of the way! I'm taking the bike and fix a motorcycle. That's what they
That's
said.
how it sounds,
It's wild.
Logan, when your junk burns down.
It's crazy how that worked out.
I
That
think
is-
I'm
So
still.
did they end up saving the bikes?
Yes,
Husqvarna!
we saved the truck and the bikes, and it was
Gas the
Colorado.
gas.
It was
Yep.
Colorado. So
Wow.
we rode the bikes down the highway to the next exit, and then went and bought an enclosed trailer, and then drove it to Home Depot, bought E-track and drills and screws and straps. Dude, it was gnarly.
And the trip continued.
Then we had to go to Rocky Mountain ATV, and it took $8,000 to get new riding gear for everybody. Because this was like this was a big like adventure bike ride. It was like big enduro
Hey,
stuff.
you know one of the funnier parts of that is they always
Nothing.
They went to Rocky Mountain ATV. You know, this is funny.
some salesman was like,
since we
"Hell
weren't
yes."
Oh, Payson, Utah.
there, and then,
Yes.
so they went to Rocky Mountain ATV and they sent John's cousin Brian Cusby.
Cuz B, son.
They sent Cusby to buy them all clothes like Walmart or
Oh,
Target
that's
or
right,
something.
Logan. So all our clothes burn up too. We had nothing to wear.
So instead of like going
shit.
and buy everybody
So you got
wardrobe,
and one shorts.
no, Cusby came back and he bought everybody the same wardrobe. So
dude, he grabbed a
Except for the
stack of
wrist.
blue bathing suits. He grabbed a huge stack of blue bathing suits and a huge stack of bright green t-shirts.
So they were all matching.
For 10 days. For 10 days, I got a blue bathing suit on and freaking a green shirt, and everybody in the picture does too. Stupid
That's
as hell.
freaking horrible.
I said, dog, why wouldn't you buy a black t-shirt? Like something that matches the blue. He goes, I thought we were in a hurry.
He panicked.
Yeah, he panicked, dude. His nickname's Panic Time. So good, dude. So,
Panicked and
well,
bought
I'm
clothes.
sorry you had to experience that, and you don't realize how much stuff you had in there that burn up until it's all gone. And once it's all gone, then you're like, oh my god, I was also missing this. I was also missing that.
Yeah, all good though. It is what it is. Hopefully, some good karma came those guys' way who helped you guys.
Dude,
out. That's
there are
pretty
good
cool.
people on the road. There were multiple people who were just like, "Hey, what can I do?" I had a team of 3 dudes that showed up, because it had already burnt the wiring up in the trailer, so the jacks were not electric anymore. And I'm like,
Oh,
"Well, you can help me spin this damn manual jack to get this 5th wheel off the back of this truck." And dude, these dudes sat there and took turns, spinning a jack. So yeah, good people. There are good people. All right, so
That's cool.
we're gonna do the top 5-6 questions. They're pretty simple. They're not long answers. No judgment if you don't know the answer. Just
Yeah, we had Chad Reed on. There was one question he couldn't quite answer.
yeah, some of them he's like, man, I can't say. So
All
yeah,
right.
here you go.
What is the most irrational superstition or routine, or what you do, the order you do it before a race, and then what do you think is going to happen if you don't do it?
Oh man, I actually just got asked this question the other day. I have absolutely no superstitions at all. Like I know everybody like drops their helmet and all that shit. Like I literally don't do anything. That's weird you asked
That's
that.
your
I just got asked
superstition,
that a
dude.
couple-
You don't
couple
do
weeks ago.
anything.
That's good. Don't
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I like that.
if you do go with something like that, start from the right because Chad Reed did everything. From
Chad
the
Reed
right.
puts the right glove, right sock, right boot, right pants leg.
Foot
Yeah.
on the peg,
Yeah,
right
I-
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I do something like that. I don't know. I don't even know if I do.
He makes love from the right side. So if
Yeah.
you're getting it,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If you had to trade lives or another profession that's not race related, can't be
Yeah, you can't be a racer.
Formula One would be too easy out for everybody. So, or just a random profession
gonna be a rancher, a doctor, a rodeo guy.
For
Yeah,
another-
what's something else you'd want to do? That,
for another year. If you could trade, what would that be?
Man, that's a tough one. I would say,
OnlyFans model?
I mean, there's that.
yeah, exactly. I'd probably say I love like wakeboarding and wake surfing. I love golfing.
Oh,
I don't know.
those are
Actually,
good
like
answers.
you know what I've been watching quite a bit of like YouTube golf. Like there's some funny guys. His name is Bob Does Sports. He does like these like drinking games and they're blowing up on YouTube right now. So I don't know. Probably those guys. Bob Does Sports on YouTube. They do like
go.
golf stuff. They're freaking hilarious.
I was a PGA National in West Palm Beach, Florida, the other week,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the girl's name.
That's a
She's
good story.
YouTube. It's getting better.
But she's a YouTube person.
She's a YouTube, one of those super hot. I'm sure you get these, Logan.
Dang, this is so
the super
good.
hot YouTube golf girls.
yeah,
like
doing
the
those
ball-
swings, and
Paige
all
something.
freaking
Yeah.
curvy and
And
jump.
it was the blonde haired one. I don't know her name, but she was down
Oh,
there.
that-
Oh, with like a nice rack on her.
of course, dude. And then
She
you gotta
like
watch
Russian?
her swing in slow motion.
I don't know. I was just outside. I was in a meeting. We could see a green, and it was her. I was like, I recognize that girl, and they were out there filming her
That's
swing
the
the
chick
club.
from my slow motion video.
That's right.
Cool. I
Yes,
like.
and she looked just
Very nice.
Well, and I knew something was up when she walked over the
Very
green
nice.
because it was like 55 degrees outside. But she walked up in like
Oh,
a half
Paige
cup.
Sporanic.
Yes.
Is that who that?
Dude,
Yeah.
I even said
that
Paige
is
and the
actually the
Russian
name.
chick. Yeah,
You
it
did
is.
say that, Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin
I
knew.
like. She's very nice.
So, okay. All right. What is one piece of moto advice that you were given at some point in your career that is absolute garbage?
Motocross only.
Lean back in the whoops. Why'd that used to be a thing? You can't really
Hell
lean back
no.
in the
It
whoops.
was
You
a
got to go
thing.
straight
It's
over
like-
the
You
bars.
stay neutral. Who told you that?
That used to totally be a thing, like a long
Yeah,
time
dude.
ago. Everyone was
You
just
can
like lean
picture
back in the
Ricky and
whoops.
those
Now
dudes.
it's
Really?
Oh,
watch
they
an old
hung
moto.
back, dude.
Yeah.
No.
I think it was out of fear because I don't want to go over the front.
Bring a shit ton of speed and just see what happens.
You know, that's the thing, too. Like
Yeah.
with you guys, Logan, you guys ride so forward now on the bike compared to in the days past. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
not
It's
easy
better,
to
yeah.
put your whole body out the front. Going that fast.
Yeah, that seems so counterintuitive, doesn't it?
Yep.
Next
So-
up.
Neutral.
Yeah,
All right.
the bikes all used to look so low in the rear too. Now,
For
now
sure.
all the bikes seem very tall in the rear. Like if you watch, like I mean Tomac
Tomac
last year,
for
like when he was
sure.
on Yamaha, Tomac, Webb, like a lot of their bikes are tall in the rear.
All right, now you're stuck on a 14-hour, which you do. So
just
if
did
you're
it.
on a 14-hour drive to a race with one teammate, who would you pick?
Yeah, any guy in the industry you can ride
Yeah,
back to
if
Florida
you had
with.
to pick one guy or somebody that you absolutely would not want to ride 14 hours with.
Yeah, who's that dang bastard that you just can't take?
There's some guys that are so contrarian, like they just want to argue about everything. I'm like, God Almighty, just shut up. So annoying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a couple guys in mind, but we're not gonna.
You don't have to blow 'em out.
Chad didn't blow out the
Chad
guys
wouldn't
either.
blow out the people he wouldn't, but he did say he'd like to ride across country with Ferry or something.
Yeah, or Mathis. He
Or
goes,
There's a couple.
yeah.
he goes, I can him up and just
But-
talk shit to him the whole time.
Yeah, but I'd say McGrath to travel with. I was actually able to be because I ride for Max's Tires and so does he. So they set me and him up at a golf outing in Salt Lake City for like Rocky Mountain or Road to Recovery, something like that. And dude, he was like the sickest dude ever, like the most humble dude. And he was telling me like all these crazy stories and like took the time to talk to everybody who stopped him. Like he was just like the coolest dude ever. So probably him. He's sick.
I am so reformed. Like, so I came up in the 80s and 90s when he's coming up dominating our guys. I'm like, Man, I hate these guys from the West Coast. Hated Jeremy.
Kevin's a Georgia guy.
I'm
so
such an East Coast guy. He
not
beat my
playing
Damon
him.
Bradshaw. He beat everybody. But damn, dude, the more in my professional career getting to meet him and hang out with him, like he is absolutely the all-time best ambassador. There's nothing you can say bad about that guy.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's ever said anything bad about him. He just seems like the most genuinely cool dude to everybody.
100%.
A lot of respect for that.
Next up, Nick.
What's the dumbest injury that you've ever gotten that was not from racing?
Oh man.
Chad
Well,
popped
I
his
broke my
shoulder out of
collarbone.
socket.
Yeah,
I
Chad,
broke my collarbone when I was like, I don't know, 10, and it was almost healed. And I had my dog on a leash, and we're like jumping across from thing to thing. It was like we went to this event, and like the dogs like run through the obstacle course and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like trying to do that with my dog, and I slipped and fell, and I re-broke the damn thing. So yeah, that's probably the worst.
a dog agility contest.
Yes.
Were your
yeah.
parents like, listen, he's hurt. We're gonna try. Let's
just
try
go
to
to the
let's
dog.
try to get him into something not as dangerous as
Yeah, dog agility.
motocross.
Surely he won't get hurt doing that. Dude,
Laid out on
Motocross
the-
to just showing dogs.
a dog show accident and then
Hey.
agility show.
You braid your
injury.
parents are like, fuck it, let him race.
Let him.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
Reed-
wasn't like an actual agility show. I was just trying to do it in my backyard.
Oh, it's not even real.
Oh, you thought I like signed up actually for
Yeah,
an
we're
event?
thinking
Yeah, we
like
thought you
you're
were
a National Dog Show,
Westminster
dude. Yeah, Westminster Dog Show.
It's sponsored, but you're 10 with a Playboy sponsor.
He was in the Hound collection. He was
Hustler brings out Logan Karnow, ladies and gentlemen,
And Spot.
and Spot.
Logan and Spot.
I just absolutely wad it.
Hey, what was that
Bro.
dog's name?
And,
Oh, shit. I think Sydney.
Okay.
let's
solid.
get Sydney on the main stage.
Hey, Reed broke his. He dislocated his shoulder playing pool. So
Yeah, that was his answer.
if you've got
what was it? 6 weeks out from the Anaheim one,
Anaheim
and
one.
he won Anaheim one.
yes,
How's that even happen?
he doesn't
how would
know. He
say
just went
that?
to do a break. You
And
know?
it popped out, and he started yelling. And they were pissed that he hit all the balls, and he was like faking it. And they're like, "What the fuck?"
They thought
And-
he was just faking it
And then
because it
he
was a
goes
bad
out
shot.
and resets his shoulder and pops
No
it back in and
way.
goes and wins Anaheim, dude. What? I mean, your story's cool, but it ain't that cool.
Yeah.
I went 165, 711 at Chicken Finger Motocross that week.
All right. If your racing career had a movie title, what would it be?
Oh, I'm sorry. You cut out a little bit there. Say again.
If your racing career had a movie title, what would it be?
Oh boy, something probably like R-rated.
It's your world, dude.
Oh man. God, I don't know. Having
Who would play you?
Oh,
Like Reed came out with his immediately. His was I did it my way, like the Frank Sinatra. He didn't wait 1 second.
No, he was on it. Like,
It's almost like he's writing a script.
Yeah. I like that.
There
I
you
did
go.
it my
Yeah.
way. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
similar.
I kind of did in a different way, just out of a van instead of being a multi-millionaire.
I did it out of the van in my
I
way.
did it a different way. That'd be the name of your title.
I did it out of a
did it
van.
up.
That's the name of the movie.
Way.
Yeah, he did it out of a van. Dude, I mean, you did do it your
Tank
way, though,
Sinatra.
in a lot of ways. There's no doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got the most creative sponsorship of all time. You've got great looking pit setup. And I guarantee no one's increased sales at the rate you have.
You know what? You and the two most unique sponsorships ever. You and Jeff Glass.
Yeah.
Sure.
Surf detergent.
Surf detergent.
You need
And
that detergent
OnlyFans.
after you're done with one of his sponsors.
yeah.
Yes. You got to wash them sheets,
OnlyFans
Kevin.
worth.
Do you know Jeff Glass at all? Do you know what we're talking about?
I've heard the name. I don't know.
It's
I don't know
old,
much
dude.
about him.
Well, he was sponsor. He was the first outside sponsor. It was surf detergent. So he had this big surf thing, like Tide,
He had
basically.
one of the first 18 wheelers too, right?
No, I don't think.
No,
he
it's
had
a
one of
box
those.
fan, but it really was painted up, man.
But
It
it
was,
was-
a great looking rig.
He hit before even pro circuit, just a little bit before those guys. So, anyway, there you go.
But that was no OnlyFans. I assure you
Hey,
that.
you're in that.
He's putting girls through college, dude.
He is, but you're in that van.
Doing the Lord's work.
Are we taking showers at truck stops when we have to, or are we always getting a hotel? Like, what's the mode there?
Oh no, we're so I have a full-time mechanic. His name is James. He
you're
he
flying.
drives the van. Yep, I'm flying. He drives the van to most of the races. So, I mean, when we're in California, obviously we're just basing out of California and make it easy for the first like 3-4 races. But then after that, once it comes East Coast, we'll kind of be basing out of Florida. So I'll keep flying back and forth to Florida. And if it makes sense for him to drive back to Florida, he will. And if not, he'll just, we know pretty much people all over the U.S. So he can pretty much crash wherever. But yeah, it's a lot better now than it used to be.
Yeah, so it's like the Underground Railroad. Like you guys all kind of just.
It's like
that's
Uncle
a great
Tom's
analogy.
Cabin.
That's a great analogy. So I just feel like all you like
Dude,
privateer
he's Harriet
guys.
Tubman of motocross.
So they're like hanging out in places, just like all you like.
I got a couch
privateer
over
guys.
here in East
No,
Philly.
he's got a list of subscribers, and he can stay with any subscriber.
I'll blow you out, dude. You're gonna let me stay in your front yard.
Yeah, that's right. You get a discount for a
I'll
subscriber.
blow you out. It's not even my thing, but I'm going to do it if you don't let me sleep on your couch.
Yes, like he has a list of subscribers, and they're like,
It's in your best interest before I make this public.
and he shows them you calling out your haters.
I just need power and water, and I will put you. Yeah, he knows you'll just roll him out on Instagram.
None of this is going to happen, Kevin.
No, I know.
I mean,
just
it
coming up with
seems
stuff.
like it could.
We're just trying to help, John. That's what
I
we're
know.
trying to
We're
do.
just trying to find new ways to get a free couch. I get it.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Solid.
All right, we're done, dude. We'll let you go. You got nothing going on for the next 6 weeks, right?
Not a whole lot, man. Hopefully I can get back to at least like it might still hurt a little bit, but at least get back to like road biking or something. Like it's like how ribs are. It sucks. You can't do anything. You can't ride. You can't run. You can't cycle. I like to golf. You can't golf. You can't really do anything. Kind of just killing time.
It's too cold to wake surf.
Can't make love.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, just one more thing. I kind of overlooked it. We got a note here that says you have a strong athlete following in Europe and hard enduro.
Is that a play on words?
Really?
Or-
Yeah, what does that mean, Jake?
That was OnlyFans has a strong.
Oh, OnlyFans has a strong athlete following in Europe and hard enduro,
Super hard.
like erect enduro.
So
bro.
do they sponsor over there, or are you being for real?
Okay,
Like,
my bad. That was an OnlyFans. Oh, I see now, Jake. My bad.
very erect.
Sorry. We can't read so good up here. Do what? Oh, hell, Kevin. Don't start playing the Confederate music. Listen, Logan, so you think you'll be back at Detroit? Are you able to train and stuff like that a little bit now? I mean, are you cycling like on a stationary bike with just sitting straight up watching Oprah and stuff? Or like what's going on?
Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping I can get back to it this week, start doing something. Because even taking deep breaths right now still is making me feel like a little baby.
So you're not at the point where you can do stuff.
He is hurting every time he laughs.
I'm not. It's been 2 weeks exactly to the day since I've had surgery. So
And the
we're working on it.
Guys, like they didn't say, "Hey man, you're fine. Just take some Advil."
Well, their X-ray machine isn't very good, so they didn't catch the ribs, but they immediately knew the collarbone. It was almost sticking out of my skin.
Dang,
That's
dude.
handy to have somebody like that.
Yes.
yeah.
My guy said, "Man, just take this ibuprofen." I ride back with Nick. He goes, "Man, you're moving your arm a little better.
Doing good. I think you're okay.
I think you're good."
I think you're going to make it.
It was destroyed, man.
Yeah, I did take ibuprofen actually only a few times, and that was all I took. He prescribed me like these pain pills and stuff, but
Yeah, don't touch that.
I did my ankle, and I had to be on them for a few days. I was in so much pain. I would think I was on them for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And I stopped taking them. And I was already like getting like the night sweats after like 4 days. And I was like, dude, that is so fucked up what that stuff does to you.
they
So
shouldn't
I told
be that
myself if I
addictive.
don't have to be on it, I'll suck up the pain, man.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stories about guys that that
Derailed
beat themselves to pieces. And,
Well, Kevin's collarbone was tore up pretty bad, so they prescribed him a lot too, and that's how we sponsored the first year.
yeah, the first year we
sold those Percocets.
They got a $25 street value. You think we're just going to leave that sitting in the bottle somewhere?
That's pure profit. We're just leaving.
I still have Percocet on my shrouds.
Do what? Percocet on your shroud.
On my shrouds where they sponsored us for the
They
first
still
year.
didn't give us as much money as Logan
We
got for
take
one
Percocet
weekend.
to our bikes now. When we crash, we just immediately grab one off the front fender and
You
go.
keep them on the
Yes,
bike so you can
yes.
just take them right when it
Yeah,
happens.
immediately. I crashed like 8 miles in the woods, and we
Long way.
left the bike there, And I'm like, I'm just going to walk back.
I'm like, hell no, dude. We'll never get back. You're riding with me.
I rode back with this guy. I'm like, oh,
We're hitting every bump.
was
I'm
terrible.
trying to be smooth.
God,
when
my
somebody's
ribs,
hurt
my
like
shoulder.
that, you become very aware of all the bumps, right?
I felt like I was bleeding out.
It looks so cool to see the two of you on a bike like that.
Yeah.
Well, dude, Logan, hats off on how much work you put into just sort of throw
Hey.
it out there. I need a sponsor for this weekend. And then the guy's like, dude, I got a grading company. I'll put my name on there. Here's some money. And you do it. It's
And getting outside the box with the OnlyFans thing was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You're doing the Lord's work. You're putting girls through college, dude.
Yep.
no, I find it interesting that you can just pivot that fast and have a different looking
Shit,
motorcycle.
they're putting Logan through college.
yeah, they
The
are.
college of Supercross.
Yeah, we're helping each other. But yeah, now my not allowed to do anything more with the girls. Now I'm just strictly like corporate with OnlyFans. So
Cool.
it's pretty sweet, man. I'm pretty lucky to have them in my corner, and
That's awesome.
yeah, very very lucky.
Dude, it's definitely unique. And I think down the road, people will look back at it. And I think it'll be something that's always kind of talked about in moto. You know, there's just like we're still talking about Jeff Glass. What year was that? Was that 88?
Yeah,
Like,
late 80s. for
late
sure.
80s. And we're talking about that because it was outside
So,
the industry
yeah.
sponsor. And here you are, same kind of thing. Probably a way bigger logo. I got a feeling the surf thing was a lot of smoke and mirrors and, probably product more so than dollars.
We'll get Jeff on and we'll find that out. I would love to
Okay.
get Jeff on.
Yes. But I just think it's cool, dude. I mean, you're a businessman, obviously. So much respect.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And you'll be back for Nashville. We're going to be in Nashville. So we're going to
Oh, God.
We're going to sit you down.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's happening. Best
I'm
of luck.
excited for that one.
Get
That
ready
one's
for
always
some
a.
RV
I'm
karaoke, dude.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude! You get a few Coors lattes in me, I will definitely be singing with you guys.
There's latte, right?
Well, what about Day in the Dirt? Are you around during that time? You should pop in over there at Dade City if you're around that area.
I would. When is it? I would like
March 8th?
It's right around. It's
7th?
the weekend, but
Weekend after
Really?
Daytona.
After Daytona.
Yes, the weekend after Daytona.
Yep. So we'll be there.
to. Oh shit!
They race and I announce it, and we do RV karaoke, and it's a damn good time.
Oh, dude, maybe I actually will come to that. I will be in Florida, and
Yeah.
I probably won't be riding at that point.
Yeah,
I'm going to
text,
say March 7th and 8th.
text me and let me know you're coming, and we'll get you in.
Okay, sweet, man. I appreciate it.
It's a good time, man. It's a full vibe event. Like, it's a party.
I've heard it's a blast. I have buddies that go every year that went to High Point and Dade City too.
Yep. Cool, man. Well, take care. Get healed up, and tell everybody at OnlyFans we said what's up.
Yep. And we're going to get on and attack your people, your haters. I can't wait to do
It's
that.
Nick. Nick is over here salivating. So.
Yes. I'm excited.
Hell yeah!
All right, brother.
Well,
get
sweet.
better.
I appreciate you guys having me on, and yeah, we'll talk soon.
Yeah,
See you, buddy.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
I love you.
See you guys. Bye.
I love you. But he didn't say it
wanted to
back,
love
dude.
you,
He
though.
did want
No,
to.
but we got him in time to shock him, though.
Yes, exactly. Hey, he's a businessman, dude.
Yeah, that's good.
I couldn't imagine, and I know they probably throw new graphics on pretty regular, but it's not like necessarily fun doing graphics. And I put that gas in the
I can just
living
imagine
room.
call Christine and be like, hey, Christine, I got a new set of tits to go on my bike this week.
I mean, how would that go?
Yeah.
But it is kind of amazing. He can
I'm
change
sorry.
the motorcycle.
I'm sorry, boobs.
I don't
I don't
care
wanna
what word you
offend
use.
Kevin
This
over
is
here.
oh yeah, Kevin.
Kevin gave me the
We're
stink
so
eye.
sorry we said that, Kevin. But dude, he does what he has to do for the money, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I got a plumbing business. I'll give you $2,000.
I mean, whatever. He's been doing it for 11 years, so
Hey,
it's obviously
It
he's
was
figured
inspiring enough to me that I thought about reaching out to him.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't tell him that, but I had a business. I could have done it. It would have got you zero.
It out. Yeah, you had no expectation.
Not mine, but a lot of people probably did. They just wanted to help, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, man,
man.
I can."
They
write
believe
this
in it. He's a
off
good
or whatever."
kid.
Yeah,
Like there's probably other ways of writing your money off, and this is it's in your wheelhouse. It's your sport. You love it.
Well, and I wonder if they're open to, Jake makes a great point. I'm not going to act like this is mine, but you remember when they turned Chad Reed, which we got him on, that would have been in some top, but they turned Chad Reed down for the
for the cameras.
the cannabis,
Oh yeah, he had a CBD
Yes,
sponsor.
CBD oil
Yeah.
thing.
That's what I got confused by.
Oh yeah, but OnlyFans is cool, right?
Well, it's like,
The evolution of the.
yeah, I feel like they need to learn the lesson.
There you go. Good point.
Dude, dollars in is dollars in. If we're not promoting trafficking or something like that, these dudes are trying to make it.
Hey, let me tell you something.
And they are the
OnlyFans-
show. Like, Feld capitalizes off of the guys in the show.
I don't know who does OnlyFans.
Final ride, like Ellie will wear like the big visor. She didn't want to
Yeah.
finish. Like it like turned them down because Ellie was against them.
Yeah, it was against it. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that, Jake. Good pull.
And OnlyFans, whoever runs that company's smart. I mean, they, you know what I mean? I don't,
Dude, it's a
not-
male-dominated event.
I have never looked at it, like looked it up because I don't want it on my browser history, but
I don't either. And then if you make stick,
That's right.
likes that website, you might look at it again. And I don't need that pressure
Hey,
in my life.
but that, whatever that,
He thinks he's better than everybody.
what they did is a fantastic idea, and it obviously works for them.
I
and
guarantee
some
you
people.
the most increase in sales. Like that girl immediately knew the result
Yeah.
and said, I want to do it again next weekend. The percentage of
He had other
increase.
girls reach out to him.
Yeah, the
They're
percentage
not
of
dumb.
increase
I think
has to be the best all time in the history of the sport for a 1 week interval.
We're missing the boat somewhere, fellas.
Dude,
Only Dan's.
Only Dan's.
only Kev's.
All right.
Only feed.
Hit them
Only
sponsors
Kevin's
up one more
feet.
time.
Kevin and his god dang athletes.
Only Kevin and his feet
Only
on,
Kevin and his
propped up, had to
feet.com.
zip tie his god dang toes together.
Dude, you deserve that too. But I did like how you kind of got panicky when you're like,
I was like, is this coming
take
off?
the
Like,
thing off, man. It's kind of stuck. You're freaking out. All right. So Buck Wild Digital Marketing. We're not really helped by premium signs and banners,
Logan is.
but Logan is. And how cool that Buck turned that
Absolutely.
order around rapid, fast. He'll do the same for your website. He'll do the same for your bank account. We've seen it. We are getting the sales now. Thank you for shopping winterstakeyall.com. But Buck Wild Digital Marketing, Bromata Life, Cooter Co. Cycle Specialty down in Fayetteville, Georgia. They've been selling fun since 1971. SEVMX, the Southeast Vintage Motocross Series. Log on, look it up, check it out, spend some money, or just show up and race, man. Come on. Somebody needs to take Sugar Balls down.
You don't want that.
I'm waiting.
He's not scared.
Wait, listen.
Hey, what about Crockett Myers gets in there again?
Yeah, dude.
That's the best version of Crockett Myers I've ever seen. Like, what is going on? He's made 3 out of 4 mains.
Who did he get? He kind of got in the way on a lap situation.
In the main
Was
event.
it,
Tippity Clown.
No such thing.
Levi.
I don't know what you're talking about. No such thing.
There'll be no Crockett with 2 T's. Blasphemy.
Crockett's tight with whoever it was, and
He's buddies with Levi, actually.
so it was Levi.
He plays golf
He didn't
with him
mean to.
whenever-
It was just it's hard when you're not incentivized
You don't know where
to
you
mess
go,
with the
left or
leader.
right. Right.
But if you were incentivized to mess with
might
the leader,
just
it'd be a
go-
lot easier. He
Yeah.
he could have got paid for that.
Fair enough.
But anyway, yeah,
He
how
was on
cool.
a skid steer multiple days this week with his dad. They run a business.
Like 2 people in one skidster.
I don't know about that. But yes, they do a.
Because I can tell you right now, it's tight. You put that lap bar down, son. There ain't room in there. You can't exhale. You can't inhale.
continue.
That's
Go.
truth,
Who
bro.
else?
I'm just
Who
telling you,
else?
it's tight.
Reverse cowgirl in the skidster. In a skidster.
Skidster. Son, that's a direct reference to Shane Fenwick, boys.
Shane Fenwick from Cow and Supercross. Well, he's on the skidster this weekend. Got her all prettied up for you. Skidster.
Ride this skidster.
Take
until
one of
she's
you out.
slick.
He calls it a skidster.
Dude, could you imagine all the time he saves not using that extra E?
You use 2 E's. Skid steer.
Time is
Yeah.
money. Time is money,
Time
baby.
is money, son. If you can shorten any
got
of your
that-
words, I recommend skidster first. That's how you save. That's a true businessman.
Those damn skid steers. Those.
Skidster.
Oh, he cleaned up the track. Oh, I was on the skidster all night long.
Boy, I took that skidster and I slicked her down, boy. Get her done.
Who else you got?
I don't, man.
That's
That's,
it?
it. I would love if we had a lot more money.
Yeah, there you go. If you want to help us out.
We do. We will accept sponsorships.
Yes.
We'll do all the reads incorrectly multiple times.
Until
Yep.
we get it right.
If you're an OnlyFans model and you want to sponsor us,
But hey, no lie. The dudes I just read through, like,
Seriously.
they are the reason we're going to make it this year. Nobody really, you probably shouldn't talk about the heavy business, but it was to the point where we're like,
Well,
how the crud can we keep doing this?
It's not free. Like, it
it's
costs
not
money.
free. And,
No.
and everybody be like, what? You just sit around and talk. Well, there's
That
expenses.
fireball it ain't free. They don't just hand it out.
they just don't give you that
I've had
fireball.
people- I've had people ask.
I go
about
into the liquor store and like, hey, we got a show. We need some fireball. And he goes,
do what?
and he ain't going to give you that.
Nick proved to me tonight that there's a freezer at the front, and you can just reach in there and grab a cold fireball.
I tried to get out with it, and they're like, "We're not giving you the free fireball.
Do what? You got to pay, son.
We are-
and Nick's like, pay.
we
We
are
got
not-
a show to do.
We are not sponsoring your show."
Yes, but I thank you to everyone who does help us because I'm not even joking. It was to the point
Yep.
where I'm like, hey man, this is really expensive. How about
Everybody
we
go to
find
Logan Karnow's Instagram, and then when he calls out their
Yes,
somebody?
bust
The
their
dorks
balls.
who got smart
They're
with it.
dorks.
And then go to our website, buy a
And-
shirt, a hoodie, or a hat,
Or a thong.
or a thong. We've got thongs. We got all kind
Yeah.
of shit. We got canvas. We
I
got
want to see
stretched
the
canvas.
funniest comment.
Stretched the big
God
dumb
dang.
head. If you're into art, the big dumb head stretched canvas has to be.
Hey, and if you
in your
bought
collection.
a shirt from us, let's see a review. Like Shan Garcia threw it out there for us. Did you see his review?
No, I haven't seen that.
Where are you at?
Shan Garcia. I don't know,
Out of
dog.
Texas.
I've been on a skid.
No, it's been for days. He broke down all three
It don't
shirts.
matter, Kevin. I got up, I dang cranked that Peterbilt 589. I let that sucker warm slap up before I went to shifting 10 gears. Then I jumped in the skidster when I got to the job site and I loaded up about 14 loads that I had to haul off. So my bad if I didn't check the Shan Garcia feed.
Well, he broke down his purchase from us. He bought 3 shirts. He
Dude,
heard.
thank you, Shan.
He heard we were in dire need of help.
Hey,
and he stepped
that's
up,
not
full
even a
price.
joke, bro.
And
Thank you.
hey, the amount that his life has improved
Dude,
Yeah, it's
since
not
he
even
got
equal,
those,
right?
Dude, he
It's-
got those shirts.
you're welcome.
He invested
You're
in his
welcome.
life.
Yes.
I mean,
So how did the
there's-
review go? Did we get beat to hell or did
No,
he
he
love
was
it?
loving it. He breaks down every shirt and all the little slogans on them and everything.
Now they
Did-
got holes for your head and
Yeah.
for your arm.
Did Nick's naked body and face pop up on Shan's
No,
review
didn't.
as well, like it
Nope.
did on mine?
That's it. Thanks for listening in. Next week's show, I don't know who's going to be on. We've got some other guys in the pipeline.
We do
I've
have
reached
some
out
pipeline business.
to Ian from KTM. I've got Rick Ziggy, as they
Zilfielder.
call him. Yes, from Factory Connection. Now a part of Ducati. We're in the mix there to get him on. He's a fascinating interview.
If we had Ian on, there's so much to talk about between
and Jade
Albertine,
Dungy, I'm in the
Jade.
connections. Yes, Jade.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep.
But we could. It would be so hard not to talk Albertine and stuff with Ian.
Oh, for sure.
I'd want to dig into that.
Let's go. Let's start at day one.
And then but then also the business side of KTM and what they've went through with the
Yeah.
the
and
loss
how it
of-
affected them or didn't, because
Or-
it
yeah.
really didn't affect them as much as everybody thinks it did. But anyway, yeah, so that's in the pipeline amongst other riders. I wish they get well soon to Austin Fortner. He was supposed to be on and he was kind of beat up. So best wishes to him, and suck it, those of you guys that beat him up on social media. I just don't understand.
Dude,
I don't understand.
What are his options? Okay, go get a job and
Home
make
Depot, cool.
$30,000,
Or use my God-given talents and ride dirt bike.
or even if you make it to the night show, you're a really good motorcycle rider.
Yes.
Even if bad things happen to you for a little while, but you're also riding near the razor's edge, man. There's just
You have to.
stupid things happen when you're riding on the
And
edge.
more importantly, you're doing what you want to do.
You work where you want to work. Nobody
yeah, we
says,
don't
hey,
come
man,
to your job
why
when
are you
you're
being a
mowing
fireman?
and throw rocks at you.
Why are you being a fireman? Why are you going to those houses when they're on fire? That's stupid.
Yeah, you're dumb. Well, and actually, sometimes y'all don't. Y'all are like, well, it ain't my emergency.
That's right.
Dude,
it
And
you
looks
just
hot
shut
to
your
me,
door,
so I
just
just
hot to
close
me.
my
Right.
goddamn door
Right.
and let y'all burn up in
And
the
let
camper.
you and Frank Man and Nick eat your last supper in there while you campers going up in flames for the second time.
That's not my story,
How
but
many
whatever.
goddamn campers do I have to burn down
Mikey
before Mikey
Edwards.
Edwards cares about us?
Thank you, guys. Thank you to our sponsors. Suck it.
Love you.
Do what?